from the love of liberty in the fires of hope and prayer. With boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
Heavenly Father, we come before you at the start of this new day, giving thanks for life, for health, and the opportunity to serve through this station. We ask for your divine presence to guide us in all we do. Bless this broadcast, that it may be a source of inspiration, joy, and unity to all who tune in. Whether near or far, may our words uplift, our music heal, and our message bring light to those who need it most. We pray for our listeners, wherever they may be. Grant them strength for the day ahead, peace in their hearts, and success in all they put their hands to. Cover those traveling with your protection, and those at home with your comfort and provision. Lord, may everything we do bring honor to you and be a blessing to others. Guide our steps, bless our efforts, and let this station be a vessel of positivity and hope. In your name we pray. Amen.
Your voice, your soundtrack, your station. New Era TT Radio. NETT Radio.
Baila conmigo, salsa, salsa soca, salsa soca, soca salsa, soca salsa, salsa soca, salsa soca.
And of course, good morning to you. How are you doing? And it's a fine Thursday morning. Throwback Thursday it is. Very well pelted back this morning. Good morning to you. And of course, thank you so much for being here this morning on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, the heartbeat of the Caribbean as we take you above and beyond. Good morning, Trinidad, Tobago, neighbors in the Caribbean. Friends and family streaming all around the globe, different time zones and slots. Thank you so much for getting up with us this morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Let me say much thanks to the Heavenly Father for bringing us together for another day as always, and all that we do, dear God, let it be a blessing unto you. Sir Charles, that is me. Happy am I to be in this space. As we welcome you to Get Up and Go. Welcome to the breakfast show, everybody.
Get up, it's the time to start the day. The breakfast show is here, we bring in the soca way. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The breakfast show got the vibes turned on. From Maracas Bay to the Savannah. Let's start the day in Caribbean prime. Good vibes rolling through the air. The breakfast show, energy everywhere. We talk, we laugh, we make you think. Grab your doubles or your morning drink.
grab your doubles, your morning drink, whatever that is, whether it be your juice, your coffee, your plain water, warm water. Many people drink all different kinds of stuff in the morning. But whatever you're having, your what is called it, your warm lime juice, or different things. Everybody's having something different. But we are happy to be here with you. Welcome to the Breakfast Show, and of course, good morning to my co-host Richard, who will join us at some point in time, and of course Wendell, who is here always early. Wendell, good morning.
Right. Good morning, Sir Charles. It's a good thing you say what you said just now. I forgot my water. I was having water and I wondering where did I put it down. But so it's a good thing you said what you just said. Good morning, Sir Charles. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, listeners and viewers all over the globe. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. The weather is great outside, actually. And well, my eyes aren't bad this morning, except that this other eye now is starting to kind of...
Yeah, that is really fair with it.
Yeah. I was warned about that. I was warned. Even my doctor warned me. He said, it'll probably go to the other eye eventually. And so said that it feels that way this morning, although I hope not.
Yeah. And sometimes it's the mind too. Your mind does tell you all kind of thing. Once it's on, you have it in one, you start to just keep telling yourself you're starting to feel it scratching, itching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
it's really trying to not to take like the one eye and contaminate the other one. That is where the challenge is.
That's almost impossible.
Yeah.
That is almost impossible. But we happy to be in the land of the living. Of course, yesterday my phone was going a mile a minute, but let me get my birthdays out of the way first. And I'll tell you why my phone was going a mile a minute, because I'm sure at some point in time, Sir Charles is also going to show you why my phone was going a mile a minute. Today is the birthday of Mary Balbeer Singh. Happy birthday, Miss Balbeer Singh. Long time no see. We worked on a committee together. Ray Brathwaite. Today is also Mr. Brathwaite's birthday. Let me pronounce his name the way he likes it. Ray M.S. Brathwaite. Denise, today is my niece's birthday. Denise Stephen. Nadia, how come you and tell me that? Today is my niece's birthday, Denise Stephen. I'll message her very shortly. She's out there in Fort Lauderdale. Anthony Sinarine from down in John Street in Cocorit. Caroline Johnson and Charles Cavallo. They are all celebrating birthdays, so they have an absolutely fantastic day. Let me message my niece.
Happy birthday, everybody. We're celebrating birthdays. Whatever you have to celebrate today, to celebrate the anniversary and stuff. Very happy anniversary also, yeah?
She's actually my first niece. She's the daughter of my eldest brother who passed away. She was the first niece in the family. And her name is Denise. So, I guess that's how she got it, Denise. Yeah, but happy birthday, Denise. Let me type while I chatted. But yesterday, my phone, good morning, Minister Khadija Amin, who sent a message to my phone, a video to my phone. I had seen the video, but she sent it to me, asking me about this incident, if I had any details on the incident. Of course, I didn't, but I saw the video the day before. And she asked me who it was, and I was able to identify who it was, and asked me for a number for the person, and I sent the number for her. So she tried to reach out to the person. She didn't get onto the person, but she said she left a voice note, right? But that person is an alderman of the Port of Spain Corporation, and he's chairman of Port of Spain South Constituency, who was videotaped in an incident with school children. I'm sure a lot of you all saw it, because it started to make the rounds. I don't know the circumstances in which the alderman got caught in that particular situation, where he got caught in the middle of a I don't know if he was trying to part a school fight, or if he had an issue with one of the children. I hope, for God's sake, that's not it. You know what I mean? But those children turned on him in a most violent way, and that video went viral. He ended up on the ground, and I don't know what has happened since. I'll probably reach out to him today because, you have to give people a little time to process some of these things, because when you get caught in a video like that, it's never good. And people comments are awful. You understand? Are awful about it, So I don't know if, whoever will get, I would imagine it first formed some sort of investigation in the school and with the TTPS, because it was in the public road and it involved violence. That's what I can say. So Charles, take it away. That video, when I don't know if it's gone viral, but I got it, and
I wouldn't doubt that it went viral because it already moved with a lot of speed. The amount of time when you just know when something going viral, and when they start to get to 3 and 4 times everybody sending it. Means, and especially when people out of Trinidad and Tobago sending it back to you. It moved.
Yeah. So apparently it was on the news. It made the news eventually last night because it's happened earlier in the week, I think. Maybe, but I think that school is Tranquility School. Because it looks like in that particular vicinity, and the uniform looks like it also.
It looks like them.
And they are no how I should put it, stranger to having these incidents.
No, they always ball it.
Oh God, it is a disgusting video. You know what I mean? And of course, people started thinking, I guess it was me, because when it was an older man. I don't know why people just feel like still in this thing. I'm not. You know what I mean? And of course, the video wasn't clear as to who it was. But yeah, it's. I hope that they get to the bottom of it. And think, because the children just turn on the man.
Yeah. That is something. And you know what is interesting with a lot of these videos over time you've been seeing? The girls are always the aggressor these days,
Well, you ain't seen that there?
The girls are the
aggressor. She have her head covered down with a red plastic bag? Why? So what was that about? Listen, that video is so disturbing on all counts. So disturbing on all counts. My first impression is that what he getting in the middle of that for? What you going? Children different these days, Stay away from these children,
Yeah, they are.
At least say what you have to say from afar. Before the minute you go in there with your hand, trying to put your hand on somebody, you're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble the minute you go in there with your hands trying to put your hand on somebody. Because they could turn around now and say, oh, you are not right putting your hand on me. Or you are not right putting your hand on my child. Because it could reach to that too. You understand? So I hope all is well. Alderman, well, let me know. I don't know if the news identified you last night, but of course I know who it is.
Yeah, I think they did, but but sometimes, instinct too, sometimes you may see something, but as I said, we have to wait on the whole story to come. You may see something and your natural instinct is probably get out and try and part fights and stop them, and sometimes they just don't want to be stopped,
But man, I have to be big and strong like a good friend I have to me to get involved in that, because all those, you look at that little child, how that child held onto his jersey and literally fling him to the ground,
Yeah.
You understand?
Different time.
But that's what we don't know, Stephen. We don't know who was the aggressor in that situation. We don't know how it started. We don't know the circumstance. And you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what he had to tell the story, I guess.
Oh, yeah, we wait for the
The
news.
children in the area, children who were immediate vicinity, had to tell that story. I would imagine it would be, as I say, part of an investigation that would reveal exactly how it reached to that in that video, what we saw in that video. We don't know who the aggressor was. You're right. It's a crazy video.
Crazy time and crazy videos.
Was that the video with the older man? But
Yes.
yeah, I saw that. It's kind of crazy. But you weren't really sure what exactly happened.
Yeah. And I don't know him to be an aggressive person. I mean, I've known him a long time, actually. But if once you see children, I mean, I don't know what happened, and I really hope that somebody gets to the bottom of the story. Maybe Minister Amin will. You know?
Good morning, Richard. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning, guys, and good morning to our listeners and viewers, wherever you are. But you know what? Anytime you're dealing with, and it became kind of mob-like.
Mob alone?
Yeah. So, but you know, anytime, mobs react differently to individuals.
True.
There's a mob sentiment. There's a word for it. I just can't remember it right now. How a mob can react.
Groupthink?
Is it groupthink? No, I'm not so sure if it's groupthink. But along that line, that they operate and react differently rather than if it was somebody alone, and an individual alone. And so seemed like part of that, but certainly, and I suppose we really don't know what exactly took place, but the children and how they reacted seemed on the face of it unacceptable. From looking at the video, and certainly, and they all seem to be coming from that school, or it looked like they were from that school on Victoria Avenue there.
By Tranquility Street.
Yeah. So it looked like that school. I'm not sure, but certainly school principal would know, and because that video is fairly viral, so. The school should call an assembly to discuss that. You don't ignore it.
No, they can't ignore that because there's a local government official involved. And however it started, at the end of the day, it warrants some sort of investigation.
Exactly. And so, which is one level, that's another thing, an investigation into it, even if the police have to get involved and find out exactly what happened. But in terms of the school children and their discipline and how they deal with situations, all of that needs to be discussed in the school assembly. A school assembly should have been called.
Because the children could easily say, well, he is the one who barged into us and we reacted. But
still, there needs to be an assembly to deal with that. With how you reacted.
Yeah.
Suppose in terms of how you kicking up somebody, you don't know what their situation is and the person dies.
And if you kick them in the head.
Exactly. And the person dies. What happens? Several children get arrested.
Yeah.
So they need to know there's a consequence when you use violence as an answer. And so to me, whoever the principal is of whatever school that is, needed to have addressed it.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Benjamin,
I'm seeing here somebody saying some of the children were suspended, have already been suspended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Mr. Benjamin, Junior Benjamin, he was on the Action in News talking about it. He spoke about how they are investigating it, and he spoke about it's also one of the schools that has the police security inside of the school also. But then this is look like it on the outside, But I have always felt, Wendell and Richard, that to help that whole school fight situation, in all of those districts we have police stations and stuff. We know the basic times where they are on the streets, and why is it not that we can't just get all they have the police in the schools that may be treating with what is happening, that we can't get the police out on the street in the district, just to put 2 patrols to make sure that that the children move along and you're there to respond, and if there's something happening, especially with all of these what you might call high risk schools, because some of those schools continuously have things happening. You know, between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, we can't just get the police outside here and to make
police
sure.
always around and generally in the Port of Spain area, you know. You always seen police, at least on St. James on the Western Road.
Because people getting they chain snatch and all kind of thing in Port of Spain, walking through and kind of police. You know. So I
mean, police reaction. But you generally see police in and around Port of Spain. I mean, that's where most of the police, a lot of stations are. I mean, there's a station, there's one on St. Vincent Street, there is one on Upper Richmond Street, there is Western,
St. James. We have so many of them, so we can't coordinate with any particular area. We have to be intentional with it. You know, that at this point in time, we are going to be out there on the street to make sure that these children don't get themselves involved if I move them along.
Well, the police need to be out on the beat more, I mean. But we only had a couple of commissioners who were insisting on that, you know. Yeah. Otherwise, police inside station cock up.
Yeah, but we need to be very intentional with it.
I don't want to start the police talk this morning too much.
You know what? Let me go to my good news and come back.
Put a pause on it.
Stevie Wonder is 75 now. He's battling 2 types of cancer. Doctors say time is running out, so he wrote down his final wish. He plans to donate his $150 million fortune to struggling families. Born 6 weeks early, he lost his sight before his first birthday. His mom worked 3 jobs to raise him. By 10, he was playing harmonica on the streets. At 12, Motown signed him. They called him Little Stevie. He couldn't see the crowd, but moved them all the same. By 16, he had a number. 1 hit on the Billboard charts. He turned hardship into strength. Music became his tool for justice. He wrote over 1,000 songs. Timeless hits like Superstition and Isn't She Lovely. Despite fame, he stayed grounded. He built schools in Ghana, donated $40 million to blind students. Even while battling cancer, he visited hospitals, telling young patients, "You inspire me." Now he wants his legacy to be love. If his music ever touched your heart, drop a Stevie in the comments.
Yeah,
excellent. Has there ever been a movie done on Stevie Wonder? There's been one on Ray Charles, and that's an excellent movie, eh?
Yeah.
Ray with Jamie Foxx. Have they ever done one on Stevie Wonder?
I don't know, but if they have not, they should.
Yeah. Because that Ray Charles movie is an excellent movie. I watched it over the other day. It's an excellent movie. Yeah, Jamie Foxx did a fantastic job in that movie. Fantastic job.
All right, let's greet the people in the stream, Wendell.
Yeah, let's do that. Lots of chat this morning. Look, all this chat coming. All right. Valerie Mendoza at 12:09 a.m. Good morning to the breakfast team. Felix Kazo, Anthony Tinto, Grand Rising, and happy birthday to her. Or today's Anne-Marie Tinto's birthday now. All right. So happy birthday, Anne-Marie. You're the day after your cousin. All right. Margaret Thomas, Kenny in Harlem, Robert Allen, Manuela Peters saying happy birthday to her brother Stanislaus Cox out there in Marmoral number 1. All right. What's the history behind Marmoral number 1 and Marmoral number 2? And so are they American places? Are they known as? Is that how they got those names? Somebody tell us the history of how those names came about in those places. Odell Guy, good morning. Erica Charles, and where the hell is Marmoral? number one and number two?
That is the first thing I have to find out. Wait a
Richard, you just be all over this place. Where's Mamaral?
I'm not sure.
Pass the Mamaral almost every
You just hear the name and you never really say, but wait now, I go in Mamaral. Mamaral is so and so place. You know?
It's like, sometimes I watch this show called, on YouTube, a guy called Godsey, and he goes around to these different neighborhoods across Trinidad and Tobago, whether it be Goodwood Park or wherever, and just drives along looking at the houses. And he went to a place called Aripero, which is like somewhere close to La Brea there.
Aripero is not by Aripo?
No, Aripero.
Okay.
What he
I
was
heard the
saying
name.
Yeah, it's close to La Brea, somewhere there. Where the first oil well was found, somewhere there, Aripero. And we see the houses. It's some mansion-like looking houses, and I'm like, you just don't know, and it's south, and it's like you just don't do some areas of Trinidad and Tobago and how they look. So it's I'm curious, where is he today, or where is he this week?
Right.
All he does is just drive around, filming where people live and stuff.
Oh, you must send that link to me. That should be interesting.
Yeah.
But if Mamaral, who is just sending greeting for Mamaral? Who just sending greeting? Manuela Peters, where's Mamaral? And where's Stanislaus living? All right, happy birthday, Stanislaus. Eunice Dublin, Erica Charles, where did I reach? Michael Cadet, Apollina says good morning. Trinman, Norris Ferguson, Maria Cellier, happy birthday to her cousin Anne-Marie Tinto also. Pamela O'Connor, Sis Super, oh, that man will praise the Lord for his goodness, blessings, and love to everyone. Diane Payne, Marlon Motley, Sherwin and Juliet Kerr, Boy BDC from Debe. I'm going to my 2-acre plot right now. Hope you reap what you sow. Marcia Rock out in Orlando, Florida. Robert Taylor, not Robert Lewis. Marlene Saunders Sobers in Sangre Grande, thanking God for a new day. Debbie Modeste, Carol Guevara, Scorpion Pepper, happy Thursday to all. Deborah Noel Surrett, Sankofa says divine greetings, and I don't know what is that link you shared on Facebook there, Sankofa. Arlene Lewis, not Arlene Taylor, Arlene Lewis. Mrs. R, Joyce Phillip, Evans, Gavin Frank, Nicola McNichol, Scarlett Hercules, Nadia Stephen. Nadia, today's your niece's birthday, Denise. Florence Bazi, great day to all. Prabha Ramdial, Debbie Mitchell. Morning, Debbie. Special good morning, Debbie. Ingrid from Tucson, Arizona. Lincoln Foxtrot, good morning. Room. Jillian John, Biznat Prasad, Otteron Benjamin, Trini Mill Kitchen, Scorpion Pepper, and CNC3. They reported he was trying to part of it. Okay. What mad? Nicola McNichols, yeah, it was mad, eh? A lot of rechatters here, and Mrs. R is saying it is tranquil. But maybe the school was identified on the news last night. Diane says that is crazy. Mrs. R here, we go straight to parents, eh? Oh, Lord. Brent Hackshaw, good morning, gentlemen. Sankofa say I blame the most disrespectful. Okay. Michael Eastman, children have no respect for anyone. Not all children, eh? Stephen Wilson, how you all know who was the aggressor? Well, we dealt with that. Diane, time to charge these parents. Well, that was a consideration at one time, right? Let me read Miss Henry post first, eh? Before I read it out loud.
Okay. You can't just go on the fly.
Yeah, boy. That's why I had to read some Sanko for the sketch me sometimes. Lincoln Foxtrot, Carlisle Cupid, blessings all. He should be an interview by now. I'll message him later today, as I say. You know, I give him some time to deal with whatever he has to deal with before. But that could not have been an easy thing to deal with. Trust me. Good morning, gentlemen. The principal should let them do community service and clean water space. That's coming from Caribbean Girl. David McCarthy, top of the day. Mrs. Scotty Ann Charles says special morning to Arlene and Stephen. David McCarthy, the children have oops. Have you all forgotten? Yeah. It will get worse. Julia Samantha, good morning. Let me get some new people here. CPT saying good morning. Some of the children is suspended. Let's go. Carla Cupid, my parents would advise me to step aside from altercation at school, something I always did. Most of my interventions were oral and were usually successful. Yeah, it happens. Dean Allen is saying, is the contagion theory, Richard? He said, an older theory suggesting that emotions and behaviors can spread through a crowd like a disease, almost like a form of collective hypnosis. He said that might be the term you were looking for. Kurt Hope from Nashville, Tennessee says, good morning. I don't support you all calling these children hyenas. I have to tell you all that. I don't support it at all. Stephen, this, Miss Henry, I could read. Stephen, remember when their principal, Margaret Robinson, yes, former president's daughter, I remember reaching out to her when that happened, tried to part a fight at Tranquility and ended up on the ground. She was taken to hospital. She was, in fact, the principal of that school at one time and tried to part a fight. You all remember that? That happened some years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, with Margaret Ann. Let me get some new people in here. A lot of rechatters here. Hope see jobs. Melchizedek says, morning, guys. Kenneth Suberu, morning, people. Doreen Pierre, good morning. Helen Prescott. All right. Richard only knows Seegers and Grapple Village. Far Rockaway, someone fact check about Stevie Wonder, please. What do you mean fact check? If they ever did a movie? I don't follow you. Ron DeSantis says, good morning. Could not find that he has cancer. Okay. CJ from New York, grand morning, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Carol Guevara. Mamoral is in Kuva Tabaki Talparu. Okay. Thanks, Carol. Michael Samuel says, one job should have taken care of household. Sure. I know where you're coming from, Michael. Good morning, gentlemen, from Larry Charles. When you see these things, look up. Larry, I know you would have had a lot to do to see, witness of school children where you are located on a daily basis. But that school that is located right by you is one of the best behaved schools around, right? So those are the people in the chat.
Okay, so Frankie Naruka, good morning to you. Colin and Kelly and Karanaj, Archbishop Ashton Clark, good day. Mr. Billy, Powder Magazine, it's in Graden Tuso, Kent in Laventel, Patsy out there in Albuquerque, also to Suzanne, a blessed morning to you. Mahi in New Jersey, Captain Ron in Orlando, we have Brenda in Pinal, Peter Wilson, good morning, St. James, Lena in Arima, Rena Boodle Jennings song in the West Pity Valley, CJ in New York, Far Rockaway, Fifi in Addis Ababa, Mr. Beeps in Pity Valley. Moving along again, we have Anthony Williams, good day to you. Terry Ann Peters, good morning. Foxy, good morning. And also to... Okay, that is it basically there for the morning. Good morning to the folks on Gael Caribbean TV. People, don't forget we have the pop-up Mother's Day giveaway. That's coming up later on today on the show, so you can look out for that. We have a couple of our callers will join us in the next hour also to line with us, talk with us, share their thoughts with us. So many things are happening this morning, but right now it's 22 minutes before the hour of 7 o'clock. So we are going for that break. When we come back, we look at newspapers. Did you know? Poll, all that before 7 o'clock.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Mother's Day is almost here. And the perfect gift is waiting for you at Scent Trail and Lavish Accessories in Duncan Village, San Fernando, right near the gas station. This year, treat mom to something thoughtful, elegant, and beautifully put together. Their curated Mother's Day gift boxes are designed to make her feel truly special. Each box includes an 8-milliliter designer perfume decant, an EOS lip balm, an under-eye mask, Neutrogena wipes, and a stylish designer watch of your choice. It's a complete gift, carefully selected with mom in mind, and start at just $500. Call or WhatsApp today, 371-3877 or 265-3608. Find us on Facebook, Lavish Accessories and Scent Trail, or visit lavishtt.com. Make mom feel truly special this Mother's Day with Scent Trail and Lavish Accessories.
Fabulous show. Excellent. Exhilarating. It was wonderful.
Excellent.
Wonderful. And I'm coming to the next show.
Bring mom on her day to enjoy some of the Grandmaster's golden hits she loves, performed by some of Trinidad and Tobago's finest voices and performers. Mother's Day weekend, Saturday, May 9th at the Auditorium of Trinity College East, 6 p.m. and Sunday 10th, Mother's Day at Sapa, 5 p.m. This is more than a concert. It's a celebration of mothers, music, and legacy.
Who's going to take her out today?
Performed by some of Trinidad and Tobago's finest voices and performers, including his son, Colonel Roberts.
Plus more. Your MC is Mama's Boy, Sonny Bling.
Backing band, Vince Rivers and the Soca Unit. Tickets $250 and $300 if stocks last. For more info, call 491-1802. The Lord Kitchener's Legacy.
Mother's Day weekend.
Make this Mother's Day extra special with Val's Kitchen. Treat mom to delicious specialty cakes, including red velvet, chocolate, sponge, checkerboard, and even eggless options. Perfectly balanced, not too sweet. You can also order custom designed cakes made just for her. Plus, enjoy fresh coconut bake, multigrain loaves, and pone. Call or WhatsApp 758-0148 to place your order today. Val's Kitchen, Dabadee.
Celebrate Mother's Day with two fat fellas at Cipriani Labor College.
One night only, Saturday, May 9th. Bring your mother and come.
6 best comic actors: Cecilia, Kenny, Kevon, Zachary, Raisha, and Rhodey.
This ridiculously funny comedy is at CLR for one night only.
Tickets available at Dorman Shoe Store, Long Circular Mall, Anthony's Floral Val Park, Electronics Arima, K-Square Stores, Eastgate Mall, Brentwood Plaza, C3 Mall. CLR box office opens Thursday the 7th of May. Also online at islandetickets.com. For more info, text or call 683-0356 or 683-4843.
Check our Mother's Day special on social media. Two fat fellas. I just might.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
All right, so there actually is a story in today's newspaper written by Michelle Lubo about the incident that I could read a little bit of it for you all after I do the news headlines. All right, so let me good morning to all the other folks who joined us on the chat. And Mamaral is just after Flanagan Tongue from the Brasso Road. So you know what the final with Flanagan Tongue is, or Kaparo, right? All you do all your homework. All right, so the headlines in today's Express Online, and Hawaii will find a balance. That's one of the trending stories. Story of two tales, QPCC targeting 8th title at Queen's Park Cricket Club. Headless mutilated body found Housewife tied up during penal home invasion. State liable for years-long delay in teacher's promotion case. Midnight murder, woman gunned down in car in Princestown. Granny's home torched after threats. And of course, one of the main stories is about PNM Alderman, chairman of the PNM's Port of Spain South Constituency Executive, Alderman Wayne Griffith, said a group of belligerent Tranquility Government Secondary School students beat him up after he attempted to intervene in a fight on Monday afternoon. A 36-second video of the incident showing a female student punching the alderman, grabbing his t-shirt, throwing him to the ground, and other students punching and kicking him has been circulating on social media. Griffith, in a phone interview yesterday, said the incident occurred around 2:30 p.m. He said, "I was on Dundonald Street approaching the corner of New Street when I saw a number of students impeding my ability to go forward. The children were in the middle of the road. I had to stop. Upon stopping, I saw the children fighting. I recognized over a dozen children were holding one little boy, holding and beating him. A young lady about 15 or 16 years old held him in a chokehold. The rest of the students were beating him to a pulp." He added, "I came out of my vehicle and I asked them to disperse. I tried to part the young lady. I pulled both of them aside immediately. This young lady cuffed me straight in my mouth. I tried to take evasive action. She was constantly pursuing me. I tripped and I fell. I was dealt further blows, kicked to my head. My body was battered. I was badly beaten." Griffith, age 62, said despite the severe pain, he had the presence of mind to refrain from retaliating. He said, "Although they did not act like children, I was cognizant they were children and youths. They could have been in Form 4, around 15 or 16. I took no action to endanger their lives. They were not acting normal, as we would say in Trinidad. I took no action that could cause them harm." He continued, "They ambushed me in numbers. Again, they threw me to the ground and they were kicking me in my head. They were kicking me all over my body." He recalled after the beating, his ordeal was not yet over. "I slowly regained consciousness and composure. I sought to use my cell phone to contact the police." Griffith then realized that both his watch and cell phone, valued at $7,000, had been stolen. He pointed out that there were 2 car dealerships and travel agencies in the area. Workers stood in awe. "I had to drag myself and knock on the door of one of the agencies," he recalled. "I suffered severe damage, lacerations to both knees, both elbows, and the palms of my hand. The left hamstring muscle was severely damaged. There are no broken bones, but I kept getting severe headaches. I had to seek private attention." All right, so that's the story. And of course, interviewed in that story is also MP for Port of Spain South, Keith Scotland, who said, "I am very much concerned about Griffith. He's an elder, a hard worker, a patriot. If he had retaliated, he would have been heavily criticized. I want to commend him for his restraint and discipline. If he had fought back or struck anyone, he would have faced the calumny of the country." All right? So those are some of the others. Oh, they also interviewed Mayor Chinua Allen, who said, "I can confirm that there was an incident on May 4th. The matter is currently attracting the attention of the Ministry of Education and the TTPS." Also commenting in this story is President of the National PTA, Walter Stewart. Condolences to Griffith. He expressed condolences to Griffith. Okay, that might be wrongly used, but that's the main story in some of the newspapers today, guys. All right, well, all right,
the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian for today. Penny slams mute leaders. Opposition leaders still silent on John Bates' resignation offer, but blast THA central government overhandling of Tobago. Tour operators blame THA for fatal Pigeon Point accident. PNM backs Beckles in John Bates' resignation fiasco. Senators question purpose of short upper house sitting. And victims' rights bill promises major shift in criminal justice system. In business news, CBTT seeks Republic's assurance on 30-day notice of fee hike. I wasn't sure what Central Bank could have done with regard to Republic Bank's fee hikes. And Republic Bank is a business. And obviously they're going to pass on costs to customers if their costs have increased. That's just logical. And guess what, Wendell, as you said it earlier, but the banks going to follow suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't matter of time. Angostura launches solar power for Bitters plant. Tawari TNT must make best use of coming gas windfall. President Ali urges new thinking on energy transition. And Imber, Republic fee hike linked to asset levy. And dentist to pay $125,000 for ex-boyfriend's failed loan. Man jailed for failing to pay $1.5 million court order debt. In sports, Hills go after under 14 Kotek Jujitic singles title. TTCF unaware of Sport TT fund delay policy. And Drake's, we have plans to combat Red Force. So all of this is some of the news in the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian this morning.
All right. Those are all our newspapers. So, well, you would have heard the story. We're going to pull it because a lot of people think this is a parenting issue. I don't necessarily agree, but you'll get a chance to vote on it.
Right. So let's do our Did You Know segment, and then we come back, open the line, say what you have to say, and deal with the morning poll.
Did you know one of Trinidad and Tobago's most beloved street foods started as a simple morning snack and became a cultural icon? Doubles isn't just food. It's history, innovation, and everyday Caribbean flavor wrapped into one unforgettable bite. And its journey says a lot about Trinidad's creativity. Doubles originated in Trinidad during the 1930s as a quick, affordable street food inspired by Indo-Caribbean culinary traditions. Vendors combined soft-fried bara with curried chickpeas, known locally as chana, creating a meal that was filling, flavorful, and accessible. The name Doubles came from customers asking vendors to add 2 pieces of bara instead of 1. What started as convenience quickly became cultural identity. Workers heading to early jobs relied on doubles for an inexpensive breakfast. Vendors became neighborhood staples. Recipes evolved, adding pepper, chutney, and unique seasoning blends. Over time, doubles crossed social boundaries. It wasn't just street food anymore. It became a shared national experience. Today, doubles represents Trinidad's multicultural heritage, blending Indian culinary roots with Caribbean street culture. And as Trinidadians migrated, doubles traveled too, appearing in cities around the world, introducing new audiences to Caribbean flavor. Yet its heart remains local. Early mornings, roadside stalls, and the unmistakable aroma of fresh bara on the griddle. Doubles is proof that simple food can carry deep cultural meaning. It connects history, community, and everyday life, one bite at a time. If you didn't know, now you know. For more great content, listen to New Era TT Radio, follow us on social media, leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you.
Doubles. Doubles all your morning drink. What shall we? Doubles is always a national conversation. You know. I don't know any other food in Trinidad and Tobago that have the conversation like doubles. You know.
I guess so. I don't eat it though. I stopped eating doubles years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people love it, so all the
I
best.
love it.
All the best to them.
I eat it now and then. Yeah. Once I'm in the mood, I'll eat it.
What I don't like about doubles is that I don't like to carry it with me. I don't want to carry it and then go home and reheat it and all that stuff. Nah. Anytime I'm eating doubles, I want it on the spot.
Yeah, but who reheats doubles? Who carries doubles to reheat it?
No, people buy doubles. Just people buying lots of doubles. I mean, they carry it home and
I mean, people reheat anything one though.
Oh no.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just 2 things about doubles. Well, doubles, I had a bad experience with doubles. I used to buy doubles by bar roundabout. That's where I used to buy doubles. They had the best doubles. And that is way back in, it might be about 30 years now, me and doubles. It had to be about that. And I went there a day and I buy my doubles. We used to drive from town up to Parental roundabout to get doubles. And a day I bite a stone. My brother, it's the most excruciating toothache I ever get.
That just thinking about that alone.
I say never me again. That and the fact that I don't like the smell of the channel. I don't know why. I don't know why doubles channel does smell different to other boil channel. I don't know why. The smell upsets me. So that's it. I don't eat doubles. But all the best to people who do. Sometimes I'll be waiting at people when they're eating doubles. So nothing new to me. But I don't like it. Mm-hmm. I don't like it at all. And as I say, I had a bad experience, a traumatic experience, and I don't want to have that again.
All right, people, we can take a couple of your calls on the issues of the day. 811-315 or 299-5156. All right, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear
but
from
we
you.
will poll. I did try to message. Everybody messaging me now for Wayne Griffith number, including other radio stations. But I've tried messaging him and it's going with one tick. So maybe he has switched off his phone. You know?
Remember, he lost his phone. His phone was stolen.
Oh, yes.
Phone was stolen.
Richard. Yeah. Let me tell my colleague in the other radio station that.
The man lost his phone.
I didn't even start. Let me tell the minister that too, because she said his phone was going straight to voicemail. Yeah. Oh God! Yeah. If you didn't remind me of that, it wouldn't have clicked. Yeah, it wouldn't have clicked.
All right, Virginia. Good morning.
Front and center. Good morning.
Front and center, Virginia.
Yeah. Hey, look, you're in that time, but fact. Not my alma mater, not Tranquil. It cannot be Tranquil. The only school that had a grey pants back in that day, or has that remained the same? Was Tranquil? Well, I'll tell you something. And I'm not saying this with any relish or joy, okay? But we've beaten teachers since the 70s, right? Anybody who went Tranquil here, tell me if I'm lying, right? Remember Mr. Marcel, a great golfer. They used to call him Squeaks. With my own 2 eye, I see my buddy's mother come down and beat Squeaks, running up to the principal office, bleeding and busted sandals. Oh, Lord. And you know what, Richard, with all due respect, brother, you see that debate with everybody had yesterday about cussing, and you say, oh, the schools have rules? Well, as Eric Williams said, the nation's destiny, and I'm paraphrasing, lie in the book bag. In the book bag now is Glock and all kind of thing. What we are to blame for that? Parents have to take some responsibility, right? Because the child is the product of the home, and the home is a reflection of the society in which we live in, okay? And at least teachers, right? They're doing their part as best as they could and being better parents than parents themselves. If I'm lying, somebody tell me if I'm lying, but no, everybody think I come with a slant and all that kind of stuff. But nah, discipline, boy, and it's because of our leadership. Where is our leadership? Anyway, I will talk to all you after later.
No problem, Virginia. You just trigger the poll one time, so I put it up.
Yeah, our poll is up, people. As we think, school. Do you blame the parents of students who get in trouble at school? Are you one of those who put the blame on the parents? Yes or no? All right, that's our poll this morning. All right, as we discuss this incident, do you blame the parents?
One is two is no. So type one if you're in the stream, if you got green, yes, and type two if you say no in the stream, and it will automatically register on our poll.
Beautiful.
Go on, Sir Charles.
Go on. Caller, good morning.
Good morning. Like the previous caller there, I reset before him. I typed in the message in the chat. The parents should be held accountable when children behave like that, especially in an unlawful manner, and they are being held. When the police and whoever the ministry officials, once they are being identified, they should pass a law. As long as a child misbehaves like that in the road, especially in the school uniform, and they are able to identify what school they are from, They should call in the parents and they should pass a law and let the parents pay for what the children doing, because there's nonsense. It's high time. Something has to be put in place in order to get these children to behave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's not like this happening long time, man.
It is.
Long time. Anyway, morning, Wendell.
Morning. Robert, here's where I differ with what you just said. If after all this time, we can't charge police officers when they do this stupidness, and the state had to pay, then I know how we could reach charging a parent. We can't. Police officers doing people all kind of thing and they paying a cent out of the pocket, but we want to charge parents.
The discussion on it will expand in the next hour. Caller, good morning.
Yes, breakfast show. I will call back. I want to make a very
Okay, good. No problem.
No problem, Mr. Billy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Billy. Let's go up there.
You can imagine my child was involved in that incident yesterday. Well, whenever it was, and I get charged today because all of a sudden, as Dean Allen said, contagion theory setting, and I pelt a kick up, and I get no.
Maybe the
child. I will never. Only there are some things I could stand on my own with. I tell you all that I'm accustomed doing it. I could stand on my own. I am not blaming any parent. Yes, parents maybe have to take some of the blame, but how I could charge a parent for that? How I could bring charges against a parent for that? And I can't bring charges against a police officer who doing all kind of stupidness and causing the state a set of money when the day come. I'm just making jokes, yes?
You're conflating the issues.
No, I'm not conflating it, Sir Charles. It's the same disciplinary problem. The police commissioner, nobody can discipline a police officer. Only when it reaches a court and he finds so and so and whatnot, and he gets suspended just like the child, but he don't pay a cent.
You know
what? Blaming his parent?
When we get in the next hour, we'll deal with that in the next hour. And people get to comment a little more. So the pollers, what the pollers?
Do you blame the parents of students who get in trouble at school? Yes or no? I get a cocktail in school once because the whole class get licks. That's the only time I get licks in school. I didn't do that, no. But the whole class get licks. I will never forget that. My aunt had to go in school to talk to the teacher. Oh, my back wail up because they was beating with the electric cord back in them days. Some teachers were brutal, you know.
Yeah, some teachers really were. Some teachers really were. Anyhow, people, we have our 7 o'clock news. That is straight ahead. We want you to stay with us. And don't forget, we have our pop-up Mother's Day giveaway. Right? So in the next hour, or closer to 8 o'clock, we'll do that. Right? Stay with us. We're coming back.
The news you need. The clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is NETT Radio News Now.
This is News Now on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, and Gael Caribbean TV for Thursday, the 7th of May. I am Derek McMillan. A new victims' rights bill was piloted in the Senate Wednesday, aimed at transforming how crime victims are treated in Trinidad and Tobago's justice system. The legislation, introduced by Justice Minister Devesh Maharaj, will give victims the right to receive regular updates from police and prosecutors on investigations, court hearings, bail decisions, and case outcomes. Victims will also be consulted before major decisions such as plea deals or dropping charges. The bill also allows victims to seek compensation from offenders or apply for state-funded assistance. Maharaj described the legislation as revolutionary, admitting that victims have long been sidelined in the justice system. He said while implementation may face early challenges, the government plans awareness programs and additional support for prosecutors and public defenders. The legislation also includes safeguards to protect victims from intimidation and establishes a formal complaints process for poor treatment by authorities. The National Petroleum Company says it will cost about $50 million to connect fuel lines from the old A.N.R. Robinson International Airport to Tobago's new airport terminal. THA Chief Secretary Farley Augustine said the new terminal was built without a fueling station despite concerns raised by the Tobago House of Assembly as far back as 2022. He claimed the THA's warnings were ignored by the former administration. Augustine said the THA is now working with central government to ensure the terminal becomes a modern and competitive facility capable of generating income for Tobago. Meanwhile, Works and Infrastructure Minister Geraldine John confirmed there are several issues still to be addressed at the airport, including the lack of fueling capacity. She said discussions with officials are expected this week before the matter goes to cabinet. The marine sector is welcoming the opening of a dedicated port health office at Cruzim in Chaguaramas, a move expected to reduce delays and improve oversight at one of the country's busiest yachting hubs. The facility officially opened on April 29th after years of lobbying by the Marine Services Association of Trinidad and Tobago. Calls for the office intensified during the COVID-19 pandemic, when remote health clearances created delays for both local and visiting vessels. The new office now allows port health officers to carry out inspections, process clearances, and enforce health protocols in real time, improving coordination between agencies and speeding up vessel entry into local waters. The development also comes as government continues testing the Sail Clear electronic system in Chaguaramas, which allows yacht operators to submit customs declarations online before arrival, significantly reducing processing times. A retired schoolteacher has won a constitutional claim against the state after the High Court ruled that delays by the Ministry of Education denied her a fair opportunity for promotion. Justice Frank Seepersad found that Deborah Kassem's rights to equality before the law and equal treatment by a public authority were breached. The court ruled she is entitled to compensation, with damages to be assessed later by a High Court master. Kassem entered the teaching service in 1990 and was informed in 2012 that she had been promoted and transferred to Malabar Secondary School. However, her salary never changed, and a later audit revealed she was still classified as a Teacher 1. Despite years of follow-ups, administrative delays and misplaced documents prevented the matter from being resolved before her retirement in 2025. Kassem argued that similarly qualified colleagues were promoted while she was unfairly overlooked. In crime news, police are investigating a suspected case of arson after fire destroyed the Princestown home of 68-year-old Savitri Ramotar on Monday night. Relatives say the grandmother had been staying elsewhere after receiving threats from a relative over several years. The wooden house was completely destroyed, with losses estimated at $150,000. A 47-year-old relative was detained for questioning. Meanwhile, a woman was killed and a man wounded in a shooting attack shortly after midnight in Princestown. 27-year-old Monifer Carey of Beetham Gardens died after gunmen opened fire on a vehicle along Malbratut Road. 30-year-old Isaiah Cruikshank was injured and remains hospitalized. Police are investigating a motive. And in Pino, a 37-year-old housewife was tied up during a daytime home invasion after 3 armed men stormed her home, stole cash and jewelry, and escaped. In international news, a former OpenAI board member has testified in court about her personal and professional relationship with billionaire Elon Musk. Siobhan Zillis appeared in a California courtroom as part of Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI over its shift to a for-profit model. During testimony, Zillis revealed that Musk offered to donate sperm in 2020 after encouraging people around him to have children. She accepted, and the pair now share 4 children. Zillis said she was not romantically involved with Musk at the time, and initially intended to keep his role as father private. She also testified that OpenAI executives later learned Musk was the father of twins she gave birth to in 2021. The hearing also explored Musk's early involvement with OpenAI, including discussions about restructuring the company and concerns among executives about Musk having too much control over the organization. And that is NETT Radio News at this time.
That was news now. Stay informed with new Era TT Radio. NETT Radio.
Fabulous show. Excellent. Exhilarating. It was wonderful.
Excellent.
Wonderful. And I'm coming to the next show.
Bring Bring mom on a day to enjoy some of the Grandmaster's golden hits she loves, performed by some of Trinidad and Tobago's finest voices and performers. Mother's Day weekend, Saturday, May 9th at the auditorium of Trinity College East, 6 p.m. and Sunday 10th, Mother's Day at Sapa, 5 p.m. This is more than a concert. It's a celebration of mothers, music, and legacy.
Who's going to take her out?
Performed by some of Trinidad and Tobago's finest voices and performers, including his son, Colonel Roberts.
Plus more. Your MC is Mama's Boy, Sonny Bling.
Backing band, Vince Rivers and the Soca Unit. Tickets $250 and $300 if stocks last. For more info, call 491-1802. The Lord Kitchener's Legacy.
Mother's Day weekend.
Make this Mother's Day extra special with Val's Kitchen. Treat mom to delicious specialty cakes, including red velvet, chocolate, sponge, checkerboard, and even eggless options. Perfectly balanced, not too sweet. You can also order custom designed cakes made just for her. Plus, enjoy fresh coconut bake, multigrain loaves, and pone. Call or WhatsApp 758-0148 to place your order today. Val's Kitchen, Dabadee.
Sensational Sammy presents She is Royal.
And she's royal, yeah, so royal.
She is Royal, food inclusive Mother's Day event this Mother's Day. Level up with Mom and shower her with the unconditional love she truly deserves. Join us for She is Royal 2026.
But baby, I wanna be
a premium Mother's Day brunch experience at Sensational Sammy's Restaurant, number 20 St. Joseph Street, Arima. Sunday, 10th May from 11 a.m. Indulge in a delicious food menu. Rock back and enjoy live entertainment, including saxophonist Sean, pianist extraordinaire Khan Somerville, live artists, sip on some exotic cocktails, and vibe with 105 DJs and personalities all day long. Broadcasting live on location. Limited seating available. Reserve your spot now. Call 724-5528, 724-5528, or 76-SAMMY, because Mom deserves nothing but the best. And you know, Sammy food lashing. She is royal.
Mother's Day is almost here, and the perfect gift is waiting for you at Scent Trail and Lavish Accessories in Duncan Village, San Fernando, right near the gas station. This year, treat mom to something thoughtful, elegant, and beautifully put together. Their curated Mother's Day gift boxes are designed to make her feel truly special. Each box includes an 8-milliliter designer perfume decant, an EOS lip balm, an under-eye mask, Neutrogena wipes, and a stylish designer watch of your choice. It's a complete gift, carefully selected with mom in mind, and start at just $500. Call or WhatsApp today. 371-3877 or 265-3608. Find us on Facebook, Lavish Accessories and Scent Trail, or visit lavishtt.com. Make mom feel truly special this Mother's Day with Scent Trail and Lavish Accessories.
Your mid-morning just got better. Join Sir Charles for the mid-morning mix and mingle, where good music, real talk, health, and family matters come together, and your voice is heard. Whether you're at work, on the go, or just taking a break, this is the perfect mix to keep you engaged, informed, and entertained. The mid-morning mix and mingle, weekdays, 9 a.m. to 12 noon on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio.
Fresh energy. This is the NETT Radio Breakfast Show.
Raise your hand if you want to jump.
mornings just got better. You're locked into NETT Radio Breakfast Show. Fueling your day with the best music and real talk.
And of course, we are throwing it back for you here on a Thursday morning. Of course, it is New Era TT Radio. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being part of the breakfast show as we open the doors inside of the second hour of the breakfast show. Those that came in very early, we welcome you. All those who are coming in all throughout the morning and will probably coming throughout the day also. Thank you very much for linking up with us, right? Of course, the breakfast show, Wendell Stevens, Richard Ragubar Singh, yours truly, Sir Charles. We keep your company Monday to Friday. All right, we are here to make sure we provide you with good entertainment. Keep you in the loop. Make sure you laugh and have a good time, yeah? Also, let me say good morning to the folks on Gael Caribbean TV. Good morning to Gael. And just to let you know that, remember when we come off of the Gael feed, people, you can switch across to netradiott.com so you can listen to us all day. Right? That's NETT Radio, NETT Radio, TT.com. You can also listen to us on your smart devices and different streaming platforms. So whether you are on TuneIn, Simple Radio, Radio Box, MyTuner, you name it. Once you're on any one of those streaming platforms, all you have to do is put in the command NETT Radio Trinidad. And of course, you'll be able to get us on your Google and all your smart devices also, yeah? Of course, make sure you support our channel. So like, subscribe to all our social media platforms. And don't forget to also hit that donate support button because we need your support to keep us up and running. So you saw what happened in the videos. We've been hearing about all of these school fights and students indiscipline. So do you think or do you blame parents for what has been happening with students at school? That is basically what we are asking you. So if you're voting yes, you're voting 1. If you are voting no, you're voting 2. And when we come back, we will tell you how you voted, right? But in the meantime, continue to vote and stay with us here on the net.
St. Teresa Preschool presents their fundraising boat ride, Dancing Under the Moonlight, on Saturday, the 23rd of May, 2026. It's a collaboration of colors on board the Island Royalty. Bring your own coolers. Boarding time, 11 p.m. Sailing, 12 midnight. Music by DJ Chaotic from Sweet 100 FM. Kryptonite Sounds with Mr. Flavor of NETT Radio TT. Dress code, elegantly casual. Gorgeous ladies wear blue. Handsome gentlemen wear pink. Admission, early bird tickets $200. Regular $250. No oversized cooler. For more information, call 375-6527-719-3379. Dancing Under the Moonlight aboard the Island Royalty.
Are you taking care of your sexual health and overall well-being? At Total Image and Dr. Raj Adult Boutique, we believe your confidence, wellness, and intimacy matter. Visit us at our convenient locations: 10 Carmody Street, St. Augustine, Edinburgh, Chaguanas. Shops of Daybay, 95 Circular Road, Vistabella. Docks Ranch Light Pole 51, SS Aaron Road, Penal. And Metro Hotel, Suite 1, Number 2 Knoll Street North, Couva. From relaxing massage services to professional guidance on sexual wellness, we are here to support you every step of the way. Consult with renowned sexologist, Dr. Raj Ramnanan, for expert advice tailored to your needs. Take the first step toward a healthier, more confident you. Call 285-9739 or 645-4543 to book your appointment today. Total Image and Dr. Raj Adult Boutique, where wellness meets confidence.
S&H Rumbox, 137 Western Main Road, St. James, for all your retail and wholesale needs for alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Call us at 686-0599 or visit us at 137 Western Main Road, St. James. S&H Rumbox, drinking out of the box.
Extreme in collaboration with Cafe Blue presents Back in Love Again. Special tribute to mothers. Saturday 16 May, Cafe Blue, Rice Road, Portersfield, behind SWWTU, 10 p.m. With nice back in time from DJ Special Delivery. And the legend,
your boss DJ, sensational, Mr. Versatile, Noah.
I hear me name on.
She walk up to me.
Advance 100 at the venue or call 380-2785. Birthday moms for free. Cocktails on entry, secured parking. Back in Love Again, Saturday 16th May, 10 p.m. Cafe Blue, Rice Road, Portersfield.
Everybody stand up.
The Jewelry Mansion houses the widest range of exquisite gold, silver, and diamonds at unbeatable prices. From elegant earrings, pendants, chains, and rings, to stylish watches and a variety of beautiful custom-made pieces. Now also featuring silver jewelry, dipped in gold solution. Visit the Jewelry Mansion, 27 Devonish Street, Orema. See us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram at jewelry_mansion.tt. Or call or WhatsApp 768-3528. The Jewelry Mansion, the home of fine jewelry.
Celebrate Mother's Day with two fat fellas at Cipriani Labor College.
One night only, Saturday, May 9th. Bring your mother and come.
6 best comic actors: Cecilia, Penny, Kevon, Zachary, Raisha, and Rhodey.
This ridiculously funny comedy is at CLR for one night only.
Tickets available at Dorman Shoe Store, Long Circular Mall, Anthony's Floral Val Park, Electronics Arima, K Square Stores, Eastgate Mall, Brentwood Plaza, C3 Mall. CLR box office opens Thursday the 7th of May. Also online at islandetickets.com. For more info, text or call 683-0356 or 683-4843.
Check our Mother's Day special on social media. Two fat fellas. I just might.
The belly. Again, a little. Oh, sure. The belly and then fellas. That is real stomach. Or I fake stomach. Richard? You know there?
I know there.
But that's them real stomach?
I don't know the evidence, so I don't know if it's real or fake. That's a privilege.
But let me also say something to Charles. That ad for the Mother's Day party down at Cafe Blue, that is very well put together. Whoever did that ad.
Yeah,
that is a very well put together ad. And the party looks good, but I ain't seen no man in them videos. Who them woman go and dance with?
Well, most of the place parties now is mostly women, and I don't know what's going on.
What they dancing with, or who they dancing with? One another? I mean, women just get away with them thing, but you know, two men hold on.
You can't hold on. You can't walk up your body.
Two men only be there to hold on. You can see Bacchanal, but you know what? Just hold on to one another and dance and get away with it.
And dance all over the floor whole night.
Yes.
Yeah, man, nobody ain't saying nothing.
Nobody don't say a word.
Yeah. But like you are Richard hold on and Saturday dance. Like you are Richard decide to hold on and say, you know what I mean?
Look Bacchanal here.
But they say fathers, they are playing in a little party and my son and my son hold on and we start to dance.
Yeah.
What's going on with them?
When my children would scramble away from me, my sons, I have 3 sons and they're all bigger than me. They will scramble away from me so fast.
Yeah.
I must try that though. I must carry them out. But I haven't had all three of my sons in the same place for a while. But one now lives permanently abroad. You know, but I must try. I will do that one year. They all go somewhere with them on Father's Day and dance with them. I'll do that.
I wish you all the best.
Anyway, let's do a poll. After our poll, people, we're gonna have a new segment to the show that we tried. Let me see how I can introduce this segment. We tried at Christmas time when we brought people in and had them on the platform to wish Christmas greetings and so on. But this time we're gonna try it in a different way. And it was the idea of one Scorpion Pepper in the chat who said, I said, well, you wanna be a guest? She said, nah, she's too shy. But it was her idea, and we're gonna try it out today, where we're gonna have you as our guest on the platform. Once you're willing to be identified, because some people don't like to be identified, you know what I mean? You're going to be invited to come on the platform. So we're going to be trying that for the very first time today. Thank you, Scorpion Pepper, and thank you to all who have supported it, right? And all you wonderful people on this chat, including Mrs. R, who I just looking at sometimes I just feel the deal with our ladies when she put on something. Anyway, let me behave. So you ready, Sir Charles, for the votes?
Yeah. Let's go, man. We have votes.
Right. So our poll was: do you blame the parents of students who get in trouble at school? Right? Mrs. R, yes. Nicola McNichols, yes, and she's a teacher. David McCarthy, yes. Anthony Miguel, yes. Carla Hercules, yes. Dina Allen, a set of old school thinking. Dina, I agree. St. Aubin, no. Beauty Culture, yes. Apollonius, no. Bernadette Yates, yes. Rena Jennings, yes. I'll read some of the comments, right? Gregory Boyer, yes. Michael Cadet, yes. Kim Govai, yes. Chris Tousse said, I'm not taking lash from anyone like that. Somebody could get hurt. Sankofa say, yes. Put them in YTC. Chris Tousse also says, yes. Mrs. R, parents need to be charged. Okay, but you don't want to charge police, eh? Valerie Mendoza, no. Malcolm Lewis, that's a new name, no. Fran Roman, he said, I understand when there's point of view, there must be a balance in justice. It must be. I thought that, anyway. Once let the parents be accountable. Let me get some votes now. Bro, what we need is emotional curriculum in school, peer-to-peer methodology. That's from Dean Allen. Finbar Collins says, no. You know how many things I've done had nothing to do with how my parents raised me? Exactly. Apollonius Wendell, I agree with you. Margaret Thomas, no. Carol Guevara, no. Beefy Smith, yes. Diane Payne, yes. Kenneth Subero, no. Robert Taylor, no. Rhea Sampson, yes. Avion Abraham, yes. Slick Money Grip, yes. Margarita Chow, yes. Chris, that was all that woman could find that day to beat us, the whole class with her electric wire. Oh God, it was pain. Bernadine Byron, that's also a new name. No. Fran Romani say I'm not voting. It's 50-50. Pamela Grimshaw, yes. Many of you saying yes are troubled children that led you. Apollonius, you're not nice. Michael Cadet didn't vote. Ingrid from Tucson said not all parents are negligent. You make children, you don't make their minds. But you didn't tell me where you vote there, Ingrid. Unless you voted before and I didn't see it. Red Fire, yes. Robert Allen, yes. Empress Reyes Lal, no. Gemma Peters Halls, yes. Ingrid, all right, she still didn't vote here. Marlon Motley, no. Joseph Clement, yes. Bend the tree while it is young. Colted Finch, yes. LG, yes. Magic, didn't vote. Deborah Noel Surrett, no. Alistair Hart, yes. All right, Magic, you're chatting away. I'd invite you on the platform too. When the parent is the first teacher, well, yeah, we know that. But you could blame her. Anyway, all you know what I'm thinking, right? I don't want to influence all your vote, right? Michael Oliver, yes. Helen Prescott didn't vote. Mrs. R, why you laughing at girl? Trini gets fit, yes. Kurt Hope, yes. Ingrid still didn't vote yet. Ian Stewart, yes. Johnson Noel, yes. Anthony Atwell, yes. Maurice, 2. That's no. Ingrid now votes, no. Crystal Stevenson, no. Magic votes, no. Stephen Wilson, no. Piggy Lou Blue, no. Andre, yes. And Lincoln, Sir Charles. Okay, right. Lincoln, yes. We're going to be sending you. So what do you have there, Sir Charles, in votes?
Let me tell you what I got on the inside here. Where did it all start? Going back to the magic point. So we have Captain Ron saying yes. Fifi saying yes. Black Pearl saying yes. Mahi saying yes. Trinidad and Tobago says no. Betty didn't vote. Peter Wilson, no. Archbishop Ashton Clark, 1, yes. Terry Ann Peters, yes. Miss Sampson, yes. Ken Winnie, yes. Mr. Billy, yes. Trey, yes. I think that is what I have so far. And also on our WhatsApp channel, we have that's 100% there, boy. We have 3 persons saying no on that channel also. Mm-hmm. So let me do some calculation for you while you chat a little bit.
No problem. Well, I can read a couple things. Scorpion Pepper is saying neither 1 or 2. Andre is saying where's Richard the Fiery Walk. Well, he normally goes offline around this time and then comes back on, right? He has other things to do. But I'm reading a message here from a friend that sent it to me. Parents are not the only party socializing the children. When single parents working to provide, etc., how are they to be blamed when some parents are themselves victim of these same children? I don't use the word kids, right? These same children. And exactly, there are some people who've had it really hard, you know. And their children, some parents have had it really hard in terms of work and whatever their social status is. And yet still the children don't give any trouble. And then there are some children who have been provided wonderfully by parents. They get anything they ask for. And they're monsters. They turn out to be very, very, let me not use the word monsters. They turn out to be very ill-behaved. You understand? And I'm being kind. Ill-behaved. It happens. But I don't know that you can blame the parent still, because other people and other situations are socializing these children, not just the home. The home might be the first place. But look me, man, my mother died when I was 4. I didn't even go start school yet when my mother passed away. Yes, and my father was a workaholic. My father used to work and drink. That's the 2 things he did. That's all I remember him doing. Work very hard and drink harder. You understand? And none of his children give trouble. As far as I'm aware, I don't know if I miss anything with my brothers and sisters who are older than me. But none of his children give trouble. He grew up with his children in the absence of our mother who died very early. You understand? So,
all right. So let me tell you what the poll is saying. So we had like 53 people on the poll this morning. 37 of you said yes. 16 of you said no. So that is like 70% saying yes and 30% saying no.
Yeah. So on the chart is 64% saying yes and 36% saying no. All right. So the people who want parents charged and dragged before the court are in the majority. All you win. Mrs. R, all you win. You, Robert Allen, all you win. You know, I could joke about everything, right? But we do have our new segment. I don't know, Sir Charles, how you're introducing it. We had to do a Let's Talk also. You can move the pole, a man hiding in the corner there. Right. Good. Seeing him. So we have, Sir Charles, how are you introducing the segment?
Yeah, well, let's talk.
All right, so as I said, this is a new segment we're introducing. We actually have guests. These are our guests are in fact our listeners and people who contribute to our show on a daily basis. We're going to start this new segment, introducing it. It was Scorpion Pepper's idea, and it was easily how should I put it, appreciated by our bosses. Right. So our first guest on this segment is in fact Lincoln, who goes, where's his name? I ain't seen his name. My eyes. Lincoln, aka Nemesis, and of course, Mr. Princess Tong. These are our first two guests on this segment. They are regular contributors to the morning show, and we would like to hear from them. They are first. So welcome, gentlemen. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I am flattered and honored to be the first guest in your new segment. Thank you very much for inviting me and having me on as your first guest, along with Mr. Princess Tong, on your first segment in this first of many segments, I hope, going forward.
All right, Mr. Princess Tong, you can introduce yourself.
Morning, gentlemen. Like Lincoln, I myself am very honored to be here. When I was contacted initially, I thought, well, why me? But then, I recognize that over time, people have been asking me to make comments, not only here, but on my job and that sort of thing. So that I must say I appreciate it.
But I have to tell you, I've never seen you before, and it's a pleasure finally putting a face to the voice, because I've heard you for years. If I'm not mistaken, you were a building inspector or public health officer?
A public health officer.
Right. I knew that you were something down in the city and in South. But first time I'm seeing you, and it's a pleasure. And you two gentlemen don't know one another, right?
No, we don't know each other.
Right.
But I know Lincoln on the radio regularly.
Yeah.
Particularly with his comments about the police.
You have a real radio voice, though, Mr. Princess Tong. You have a real radio voice.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. The other day I was walking on the recreation ground, and a couple passed. Me and my wife were walking, and a couple passed. And the gentleman turned around and asked me, say, your voice sounding familiar. You will be on the radio? And I told him yes. He sort of complimented me, and I felt good about it.
Yeah. Well, you two gentlemen have been very articulate and very, how I should put it, forward in terms of your thinking and in terms of all what's going on. So the ball is in your court. Let's talk. What are your first beginning? Let's deal with the topic of today. We're just gonna play the part of like a moderator, right? But you all can raise any issue that you all want to raise and let the public think. All the broadcast rules still apply, right? I know Lincoln sometimes he can cuss, but I think you. I don't know. I never hear Mr. Princess Tong cuss, but I know he can cuss. But so broadcast rules apply. What do you all think about the topic? What happened about parents being blamed for the behavior of the children? Any one of you all can go first.
Lincoln.
I have mixed feelings about that, because me being a person, I remember me being a person being bullied in school. I know what it is to be on both sides of the spectrum. I know what it is to be bullied for months, and the day you react, you are now the villain. And sometimes what we may be seeing is the child reacting to their bullying. And now we want to charge my parents. Nobody was there when I was talking to my dean, my teacher, my principal, my parents come in school and talk to them. Nobody was there. But then the whole country now want to blame my parents. And I went through all these steps that they say you should take to stop this incident. But the day I react, everybody spotlight on me now, and my parents now, for my reaction. Having said that, I listened to the statement of the alderman, and what I saw on the video contradicts what the alderman said.
Somebody actually said that, Lincoln, on the chat.
I saw him fire a straight right at a school child, a female school child. So his narrative that he ain't do nothing, and the children just ambushed me, and I recognize his children. I saw him fire straight right at a female child. I'm not saying he was wrong, because I have seen children fights, and I have come to the conclusion on my own. Some of these children fights, when you get in, if you have to get in there, you have to deal with them like man, because they're very aggressive, they're very violent. I understand that, but don't come and push the narrative now that me do nothing wrong. I just see a fight going on, I try to intervene, and they ambush me. I didn't lash nobody because it's children. That is not how it happened. Okay?
Somebody actually said that on the chat, Lincoln, that what the statement does not fit what they have seen in the video. And
I think I texted that, yes.
Yeah. No, it's not you. It's not you. Somebody else.
Someone else said it.
Yeah, somebody else said that in the chat. Everyone's here to tell you said.
Someone else noticed it, and it wasn't just me, because I mean.
Yeah.
What I see with my eyes, nobody could convince me what I see with my eyes isn't reality. And I don't want to change the narrative, but when I see somebody wind down a glass and stick the two hands out the window and was shot and killed, you can't tell me it was a shootout. I don't want to change the narrative.
All right. We'll get back to that. Let's get Mr. Princess Tong's view on that particular issue.
Well, I didn't look at the video in detail, but on the issue of whether parents should be held culpable, my views have changed over the years. Because I recall initially when I started to contribute to programs, it was an AM station with Edisika, and one of his co-hosts was Funan Ramasa Sr., and he was a former school principal. So a lot of the conversation centered around his experience and education and that thing. And I always thought that parents should have been held accountable, because my experience has been that a lot of parents don't participate in the school activities, like PTA meetings. And I've always attended PTA meetings, even for my dear children. I was always eager to be there to hear what was taking place. And I thought that a lot of the issues could have been solved in the early stages if you had parents being involved in what was taking place in school. So I thought that if a parent was delinquent in that aspect, that maybe they should be held culpable. But a recent experience I had with a grandchild, I think I mentioned it to such as, so that changed my thinking on that. Because just like you said earlier there, Wendell, one would have thought that the individual was being exposed to all the right training, all the right circumstances, and actually was performing at a level that you would think that everything was working correctly. Forgive me. Hold on for it, please.
Yeah, your phone fell down.
Yeah, the phone fell down. Let me try and yeah, I think it's all right.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. And well, the thing is, my son sort of involved me in the situation, and eventually I realized that he was a different person in terms of some of the decisions he was making in school. And when I look at it, I don't think I could blame my son or blame anybody in the family, because it was way out of left field, and his behavior. It has since changed and sort of come back to normal. But it was a complex thing to look at how somebody could be so focused and yet still become distracted easily. The thing is though, a psychologist who is a friend of my son, so that he discussed it with the psychologist. And the analysis was, well, you know, he's only 15 and he's associated with 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds at the level of football. And he's still at that stage, he's sort of trying to find himself. And he's vulnerable to all sorts of things, you know. So I have a slightly different view. I still feel that in many instances, parents will be culpable. So that you might have to have both sides of the coin, in that maybe there should be some way of evaluating the parents' input. If the parent is found completely delinquent, maybe, but I think it needs a proper analysis first before you just say, well, look, this parent is culpable. So I think that saying that blame them is, to me, a kind of an easy solution that would not necessarily bring the right result. So my views have changed over time.
Yeah. Now the government should just the government through the TTPS took a decision to put police officers in schools. But I mean, the fact of the matter is that a lot of these incidents actually don't happen in the school. It happens after school and in the road. How could the TTPS intervene in a situation like that when their responsibility is at the school compound?
Now, you said something earlier on today, Wendell, and there's a police officer in my community. He's retired now. And I would call his name because I felt that he did human service to my community. His name is Constable Thompson. What is Constable Thompson? He's retired now. Constable Thompson, whenever he was on duty, would find himself outside on Helen Street there, outside on the main road, when school is over, and he would just accost children. Where you living? Shogunas. All right, flag down a maxi. Get in a maxi. Go home. And literally put them in maxis to get them out of that area. Every day he was on duty, he would, because when children get together in that kind of thing, Shogunas, junior sec, finish, when the senior sec finish, who are boyfriend, who are girlfriend, who are beef, is fight, is liming, is all. But whenever he was on duty, school finished 2:30, by 3 o'clock they clean. When he not on duty, 3:30, 4 o'clock, children liming all the thing. And it's about police recognizing the problem, being proactive, and they're deciding to fix that problem.
Yeah. I've seen that happen on the bus route too, you know.
I hope people recognize that when police do good things, I compliment them. I don't hate all police. There are very good police who does good things for the society.
Yeah. Mr. Princess, so how do you feel about the policing in the school?
I have to agree with Lincoln on the issue of police after school. I'm not comfortable with police in school, but I'm not totally against it because we have a sort of crisis on our hand. But what Lincoln said is correct. When I used to be in Point 14, there was a particular officer, I never found out his name, but he was known for being on Frisco Junction, which is the main sort of taxi stop in Point 14. He was always there at those hours, you know, and he was known for doing the same thing Lincoln was saying, making sure they're in schools or whatever, so that maybe we need to have officers assigned for that particular function during that time, because you know, as Gary Griffith pointed out, many times the officers are just in the station chilling out, and that's something they could do rather than just concentrate only on traffic. They could schedule the workload in a manner that they have some level of surveillance in some of these areas, because I tend to agree with Dean that there's some I can't remember the term he used, but that appears to be a factor among young children. So the following the crowd, because to reflect on what my grandson was saying, when he asked him, he said, well, why are you conducting yourself like that? And his answer was, you know, why can't I be normal? You know, so it appears as though he was feeling a bit distant from the crowd. So that kind of attitude could prevail in those circumstances.
In the particular situation of that video, gentlemen, and based on what I would have read in terms of the alderman's account of what happened, how would you have responded in a situation like that? Because I'm sure many of you all would have been driving and actually see situations like this. How would you all have dealt with it?
You all know my background.
I'm scared when I ask you that kind of question, but go ahead, let me hear you.
My background causes me to plan for eventualities. Although I'm retired, I still do it. And I've always, because of me where I live and in proximity to two schools that always have fight outside the school, and seeing incidents like this already happen where adults get involved and then the children mob be the adults, I have always planned that my actions on would be never to get involved in children fights, school children fights. Mm-hmm. However, I have always, there's an incident that I saw with a police officer in the United States in a mob situation, in a guild fight situation. And this officer, he didn't get involved. And I learned from that incident. He didn't get involved. He had a big kind of pepper spray. And he just passed and he just sprayed and go on and went. He didn't even stop. Fight done. Because nobody couldn't breathe. As a result, when pepper spray became illegal, I armed myself with a pepper spray just for that incident. Also personal protection. But I said, if a situation like that is happening in front of me, I will not physically get involved, but I will disseminate my pepper spray that everybody would be nullified and fight with done. That would be that is what I have pre-planned for an intervention should I witness something like that.
So that is what you would have done in a situation like what you saw on that video.
Is what I have pre-planned. I don't know if it was what I would have done in that situation because 20 people fighting, I don't know if I want to get involved in that. Right? I have seen incidents like that. Some people stand up outside and and they're trying to ball, but they're not getting involved. I don't think I would get involved because I am always concerned about when all these people, because remember, they are technically a gang, you know. When you get involved and you start to deal with one school child, wrong or right, all them school children is now going to gang up against you. Police is a gang, army is a gang, customs is a gang, license office is a gang. When you go against one, all of them going and turn against you. And schools, they learn that gang culture from school.
The thing about it is that it's a kind of difficult call. Would you get involved in it? Because at the end of the day, if you see something and children fighting because that same gang is sometimes ganging up on a individual, we have not had it as yet, but children have come very close to death in situations like that. How do you or would you feel in a situation if you should have stepped in and next thing you hear that child die because of that same gang that beat up that child?
Mr. Princess Song?
Well, the thing is, I have been brought up not to get involved. You know, my father would say, anytime you see something developing, put some distance between yourself and that. So I would kind of walk away, not totally, but I'll put some distance between me and the activity. Under the present circumstances, I would do a similar thing to Lincoln. I would say maybe I'm a bit different in the sense that even in school, from high school, I would be able to use my voice and say, the fellas, stop that now. And generally, they would listen. Even some of my adult friends, if we get together, they would raise that issue. Then I always had the ability to sort of suppress that kind of mental anguish. I might get body, right here in Princeton. You know, I'm not originally from Princeton, but what time after the fellas in the community my age got to know me, I would say colors behave on yourself now, stop that now, that kind of thing. And I always thought I was kind of maybe gifted with that ability, but under the present circumstances, I would be very reluctant to get involved, even in that oral sense, because at least I wouldn't say I wouldn't get involved, but as long as I see there's a sort of resistance state, I would sort of step down.
Yeah,
but I'm not getting involved physically in any manner. I've never done that, and I wouldn't change that. But I'll try to use my persuasion. But if that's not working, well then I would kind of step aside. That has been my method.
Of course, the risk in that particular situation is exactly as MP Keith Scotland said. Had a child been injured as a result of that intervention, we'd be having a completely different discussion today.
Exactly.
What about just calling? I mean, why don't people just call the police?
You would think that somebody would have done that, eh?
Richard, come on. A fight is happening. A live fight is happening in front of you. Let's say you had the patience and the discipline to remember to call the police. Trinidad and Tobago police that don't have a vehicle right now. And
they have 50 electric vehicles, man. What are you talking about?
We're going to talk about it. I hope we have time to talk about that, because
we only have 1 minute left.
Yeah, that is a pack of nonsense that is going to happen in this country. Hey. Because I don't know, I want you to Google it. Don't let me tell you. Google how long an e-vehicle has taken the charge from empty to 75%. You can imagine having police vehicles down for 8 hours because they're charging. Anyway, that's a different conversation. I digress. We can
definitely have another program.
They can put on a schedule. But yeah, I mean, I've seen situations where I saw somebody like jump a wall or whatever, and it looked sketchy, and I called the police. And so I mean, if I saw a fight happening, I want to think that I would have the presence of mind to say, let me call the police. Yeah.
Give the end of the story, Richard. How long did the police take to respond?
I wouldn't know. I didn't stand up and wait.
Okay then. They probably never did.
I see somebody jump a fence, and I go and stand up and call police and stand up and see when they come. But what I will say is they did call me back.
Yeah.
To find out specifically which house it was.
Yeah.
Which property it was.
And you didn't give them your number, did you?
Well, they could remember once you call them, they see your number.
That's a lot of people's problem. You know that, right?
But the thing about it right now, I mean, there's a story in the newspaper, I think it was yesterday or even today, about some person somewhere had some home invasion or something like that, and some altercation, and or some persons came in and robbed the place, and they called the police, and they were like, in an SOE, I called the police take 2 hours to come.
So we have to do a whole program on police again with Lincoln. And Mr. Princess Dog. That is a whole program again. But gentlemen, we have reached 8 o'clock, and yesterday we went past 8 and we didn't get people to sing or think for Mother's Day. So we want to thank you all for being our first guests on this new segment. We are going to have you all back, of course, I'm sure. And of course, you all will continue to contribute on the show on a daily basis. So thank you so much, Mr. Princess Dog, and thank you so much, Lincoln.
Greatly
Thank you
appreciate
very much
it.
for having me, and I would want to speak for Mr. Princess Dog, us on your first program. Whenever you need us again, I'm sure you can call.
Definitely.
Mr. Princess Song, thank you very much. Good finally to put a face to the voice.
Yeah, I thought he was a bigger guy, you know.
Thank you so much. All right, gentlemen, we go for the news, and when we come back, get ready to sing or recite. Mama.
The news you need, the clarity you deserve. Local, regional, global. This is NETT Radio News Now.
This is News Now on New Era TT Radio, NETT Radio, and Gael Caribbean TV for Thursday, the 7th of May. I am Derek McMillan. A new victims' rights bill was piloted in the Senate Wednesday, aimed at transforming how crime victims are treated in Trinidad and Tobago's justice system. The legislation, introduced by Justice Minister Devesh Maharaj, will give victims the right to receive regular updates from police and prosecutors on investigations, court hearings, bail decisions, and case outcomes. Victims will also be consulted before major decisions such as plea deals or dropping charges. The bill also allows victims to seek compensation from offenders or apply for state-funded assistance. Maharaj described the legislation as revolutionary, admitting that victims have long been sidelined in the justice system. He said while implementation may face early challenges, the government plans awareness programs and additional support for prosecutors and public defenders. The legislation also includes safeguards to protect victims from intimidation and establishes a formal complaints process for poor treatment by authorities. The National Petroleum Company says it will cost about $50 million to connect fuel lines from the old A.N.R. Robinson International Airport to Tobago's new airport terminal. THA Chief Secretary Farley Augustine said the new terminal was built without a fueling station, despite concerns raised by the Tobago House of Assembly as far back as 2022. He claimed the THA's warnings were ignored by the former administration. Augustine said that THA is now working with central government to ensure the terminal becomes a modern and competitive facility capable of generating income for Tobago. Meanwhile, Works and Infrastructure Minister Gerlyan John confirmed there are several issues still to be addressed at the airport, including the lack of fueling capacity. She said discussions with officials are expected this week before the matter goes to cabinet. The marine sector is welcoming the opening of a dedicated port health office at Cruzim in Chaguaramas, a move expected to reduce delays and improve oversight at one of the country's busiest yachting hubs. The facility officially opened on April 29th after years of lobbying by the Marine Services Association of Trinidad and Tobago. Calls for the office intensified during the COVID-19 pandemic, when remote health clearances created delays for both local and visiting vessels. The new office now allows port health officers to carry out inspections, process clearances, and enforce health protocols in real time, improving coordination between agencies and speeding up vessel entry into local waters. The development also comes as government continues testing the Sail Clear electronic system in Chaguaramas, which allows yacht operators to submit customs declarations online before arrival, significantly reducing processing times. A retired schoolteacher has won a constitutional claim against the state after the High Court ruled that delays by the Ministry of Education denied her a fair opportunity for promotion. Justice Frank Seepersad found that Deborah Kassem's rights to equality before the law and equal treatment by a public authority were breached. The court ruled she is entitled to compensation, with damages to be assessed later by a High Court master. Kassem entered the teaching service in 1990 and was informed in 2012 that she had been promoted and transferred to Malabar Secondary School. However, her salary never changed, and a later audit revealed she was still classified as a Teacher 1. Despite years of follow-ups, administrative delays and misplaced documents prevented the matter from being resolved before her retirement in 2025. Kassem argued that similarly qualified colleagues were promoted while she was unfairly overlooked. In crime news, police are investigating a suspected case of arson after fire destroyed the Princestown home of 68-year-old Savitri Ramotar on Monday night. Relatives say the grandmother had been staying elsewhere after receiving threats from a relative over several years. The wooden house was completely destroyed, with losses estimated at $150,000. A 47-year-old relative was detained for questioning. Meanwhile, a woman was killed and a man wounded in a shooting attack shortly after midnight in Princestown. 27-year-old Monifer Carey of Beetham Gardens died after gunmen opened fire on a vehicle along Malbratut Road. 30-year-old Isaiah Cruikshank was injured and remains hospitalized. Police are investigating a motive. And in Pino, a 37-year-old housewife was tied up during a daytime home invasion after 3 armed men stormed her home, stole cash and jewelry, and escaped. In international news, a former OpenAI board member has testified in court about her personal and professional relationship with billionaire Elon Musk. Siobhan Zilis appeared in a California courtroom as part of Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI over its shift to a for-profit model. During testimony, Zilis revealed that Musk offered to donate sperm in 2020 after encouraging people around him to have children. She accepted, and the pair now share 4 children. Zilis said she was not romantically involved with Musk at the time, and initially intended to keep his role as father private. She also testified that OpenAI executives later learned Musk was the father of twins she gave birth to in 2021. The hearing also explored Musk's early involvement with OpenAI, including discussions about restructuring the company and concerns among executives about Musk having too much control over the organization. And that is NETT Radio News at this time.
That was news now. Stay informed with new Era TT Radio. NETT Radio.
Fabulous show. Excellent. Accelerating. It was wonderful.
Excellent. Wonderful. And I'm coming to the next show.
Bring mom on a date to enjoy some of the Grandmaster's golden hits she loves, performed by some of Trinidad and Tobago's finest voices and performers. Mother's Day weekend, Saturday, May 9th at the auditorium of Trinity College East, 6 p.m. and Sunday 10th, Mother's Day at Sapa, 5 p.m. This is more than a concert. It's a celebration of mothers, music, and legacy.
Who's going to take her out?
Performed by some of Trinidad and Tobago's finest voices and performers, including his son, Colonel Roberts.
Plus more. Your MC is Mama's Boy, Sonny Bling.
Backing band, Vince Rivers and the Soca Unit. Tickets $250 and $300 if stocks last. For more info, call 491-1802. The Lord Kitchener's Legacy.
Mother's Day weekend.
St. Teresa Preschool presents their fundraising boat ride, Dancing Under the Moonlight, on Saturday, the 23rd of May, 2026. It's a collaboration of colors. On board the Island Royalty. Bring your own coolers. Boarding time, 11 p.m. Sailing, 12 midnight. Music by DJ Chaotic from Sweet 100 FM. Kryptonite Sounds with Mr. Flavor of NETT Radio TT. Dress code, elegantly casual. Gorgeous ladies wear blue. Handsome gentlemen wear pink. Admission, early bird tickets $200. Regular $250. No oversized cooler. For more information, call 375-652-719-38379. Dancing Under the Moonlight aboard the Island Royalty.
Make this Mother's Day extra special with Val's Kitchen. Treat mom to delicious specialty cakes, including red velvet, chocolate, sponge, checkerboard, and even eggless options. Perfectly balanced, not too sweet. You can also order custom designed cakes made just for her. Plus, enjoy fresh coconut bake, multigrain loaves, and pone. Call or WhatsApp 758-0148 to place your order today. Val's Kitchen, Dabadee.
The Jewelry Mansion houses the widest range of exquisite gold, silver, and diamonds at unbeatable prices. From elegant earrings, pendants, chains, and rings, to stylish watches and a variety of beautiful custom-made pieces. Now also featuring silver jewelry, dipped in gold solution. Visit the Jewelry Mansion, 27 Devonish Street, Orema. See us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram at jewelry_mansion.tt. Or call or WhatsApp 768-3528. The Jewelry Mansion, the home of fine jewelry.
Extreme in collaboration with Cafe Blue presents Back in Love Again. Special tribute to mothers. Saturday 16 May, Cafe Blue, Rights Road, Portersfield, behind SWWTU, 10 p.m. With nice back in time from DJ Special Delivery. And the legend,
your boss DJ, sensational Mr. Versatile, Noah.
Hear me name on. She walk up to me.
At advance $100 at the venue or call 380-2785. Birthday moms free. Cocktails on entry, secured parking. Back in love again, Saturday 16th May, 10 p.m. Cafe Blue, Rice Road, Port of Spain.
Everybody stand up! How you good? How you good?
Mother's Day is almost here, and the perfect gift is waiting for you at Scent Trail and Lavish Accessories in Duncan Village, San Fernando, right near the gas station. This year, treat mom to something thoughtful, elegant, and beautifully put together. Their curated Mother's Day gift boxes are designed to make her feel truly special. Each box includes an 8-milliliter designer perfume decant, an EOS lip balm, an under-eye mask, Neutrogena wipes, and a stylish designer watch of your choice. It's a complete gift, carefully selected with mom in mind, and start at just $500. Call or WhatsApp today. 371-3877 or 265-3608. Find us on Facebook, Lavish Accessories and Scent Trail, or visit lavishtt.com. Make mom feel truly special this Mother's Day with Scent Trail and Lavish Accessories.
Are you taking care of your sexual health and overall well-being? At Total Image and Dr. Raj Adult Boutique, we believe your confidence, wellness, and intimacy matter. Visit us at our convenient locations: 10 Carmody Street, St. Augustine, Edinburgh, Chaguanas, Shops of Daybay, 95 Circular Road, Vistabella, Docks Ranch Light Pole 51, SS Aaron Road, Penal, and Metro Hotel, Suite 1, Number 2, Knoll Street North, Couva. From relaxing massage services to professional guidance on sexual wellness, we are here to support you every step of the way. Consult with renowned sexologist, Dr. Raj Ramnanan, for expert advice tailored to your needs. Take the first step toward a healthier, more confident you. Call 285-9739 or 645-4543 to book your appointment today. Total Image and Dr. Raj Adult Boutique, where wellness meets confidence.
Advertise with us on New Era TT Radio, the fastest growing streaming platform for talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Audio and video ads welcome. Elevate your brand with us. Connect with us at newerattradio@yahoo.com or call us at 299-5156. Now what are you waiting for?
Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Breakfast Show.
M is for the million things she gives me. O means only that she's growing old. T is for the tears she shed to save me. H is for her heart that's pure of gold. E is for her eyes like love light shining. Oh Lord, you see, one thing I sent a message to the MP Scotland, he called him no one time. Hold on. Go ahead. What are you for this thing?
Yeah, but so by the time you organize that, let us say good morning to our sponsors who are part of this pop-up Mother's Day promotion, right? And people remember you're calling us, you could sing it, you could recite it, you could spoken word it, just call us, right?
The Jewelry Mansion houses the widest range of exquisite gold, silver, and diamonds at unbeatable prices. From elegant earrings, pendants, chains, and rings, to stylish watches and a variety of beautiful custom-made pieces. Now also featuring silver jewelry, dipped in gold solution. Visit the Jewelry Mansion, 27 Devonish Street, Orema. See us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram at jewelry_mansion.tt. Or call or WhatsApp 768-3528. The Jewelry Mansion, the home of fine jewelry.
Movie Town, the #1 family destination for Mother's Day, and the perfect place to treat mom to a movie. There's so much to do at Movie Town in both Port of Spain and C3 this Mother's Day. Enjoy a great lineup of movies, including the latest releases, plus shopping, dining, arcade games, and endless fun for the entire family. This Mother's Day, there's no better place than Movietown.
Relax, renew, and rejuvenate with Rodco Home Essentials. Experience quality handmade, organic bath, body, and spa products, including soaps, scrubs, butters, masks, and more. Shop in store or online at your convenience. We also offer delivery and home decorating services, and even teach you the craft. Visit our website or follow us on social media. Rodco Home Essentials, located at 6 Kiskadee Street, Tacarigua. Telephone 775-0365. Rodco Home Essentials, quality handmade products.
Okay, so those are the people who are responsible for making sure that you have gifts for the Mother's Day pop-up promotion. The people at Rodco, they are responsible for their bath and beauty essentials. So you're going to have a couple of hampers from them. We have Movietown tickets, whether in Port of Spain or C3, you can go and see a good movie. They have some good movies either running now or coming up. And also Jewelry Paradise. Jewelry, right? So, yeah, look at that. Plenty of things you can get from Mother's Day. So we go into the lines. Call us. 2811-31529-95156.
Yeah, call and sing. And yeah. Or recite. Because I know some of you can't sing. Especially that one called Celeste. Lips or whatever she names.
R is for the right, and the right she'll always be. Put it all together, they spell mother, the word that means the world to me.
Look there, he's just trying to impress Mrs. Harry, no? Who says
I'm singing for the both of us. I'm singing for the both of us to put you in your place.
Oh my word. So
all right, folks, come. We're not checking out today. Eh? We want you all to sing or recite, anything to a dedication to your mother. Come on, let's do it, please.
And people be calling and coming off the line. Or let's stay on the line. All right, caller, good morning.
Caller.
Hello, good morning. Fran, good morning.
Morning. Hi. Good morning, Wanda. Sir Charles.
Hi, Fran. Morning.
Morning, Richard. Good morning.
We know you're not coward.
Pardon me?
We know you're not coward. You are going to sing for us.
Oh gosh, no singing this time.
So what are you doing, a poem?
Yeah, I'll be doing a poem.
All right, go ahead,
Run it. My mother gave, though we had very little, yet filled our hearts with love so pure and true. She made our house a place of peace and laughter, where every dream somehow still made it through. Though life was hard, she stood through every weather and held our family close and safe together. Her cooking brought a joy beyond all measure. The sweetest meals were made by loving hands. The scent would fill the house with warmth and comfort, a kind of love that everyone understands. No finest feast could ever quite compare to meals my mother made with tender care. She taught me faith and trust in God above, and shaped the person that I am today. Through prayer and grace, she guided all my footsteps and helped me find my strength along the way. Now, as she's aged, my heart has come to see how much my precious mother means to me.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, again. Do a little applause in us, Charles.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you so much.
Well done,
Thank
Fran.
you, welcome. But before I leave, I just want to say a quick thank you to you guys and to Scorpion for the initiative for this morning. I mean, it was so happy. I'm so happy to see faces, the voices. I usually hear Mr. Well, I say Point Fortin, but Princess Song. I usually listen to him on the 9 to 12 talk show. And yeah, he gives a lot of insight on things. So thank you guys for that. And thank you, Scorpion. Bye, and have a great day.
Bye, Fran. All right. So that's one contestant down. We have room for 2 more. Let's go.
Hey, well, come in, man. I mean, you could talk it, you could sing it, you could recite it, you could rap it. What else you can do with it, Randall?
Sing it.
He said sing it already. You're not listening?
Oh, he said sing it already. Okay.
Good morning to you, caller.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Answer. How you doing?
All right, cool, man. I'm trying my hand at this thing, right?
Yeah, man. We appreciate that, man. Go ahead, Answer.
Called home in 1984 at the tender age of 53, leaving 4 children behind, a loving husband out of mind. We take the lessons learned and fulfill your legacy by expanding our family. We love you dearly in this Mother's Month of May when you were taken out. We cherish all that you gave us and hope and that you look down on us and smile in pride. Mother always, teacher forever, love eternally from your awesome 4. Love, Mommy.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
So Charles, you keeping a record of the names, right?
Yeah.
Did you just say yes, Richard?
I'm recording it as
right,
I come
good.
in. So we have 2 down and...
All right, 1 more to go. Let's go, people.
Things warming up.
Get it in before Gael comes off here too, so you all will be etched into, how I should put it, perpetual history.
All right. Caller, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you all going today?
We all right?
We are okay. How are you doing?
You're like a foreign caller.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Robert Taylor.
Hey, Mr.
Robert. Okay. Robert, I'll bring up your prize for you if you win, boy.
Yeah.
I always wanted to come for Andina Beach.
Yeah, no problem. You all are invited anytime. I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the network family, and I hope you have a wonderful day on Mother's Day. So my mom is born in 1937. So this year she's gonna be 89. Wow. So I just want to see if I can sing the song on the Mother's Day song.
Go ahead.
So you guys ready? I'm gonna try my hand.
Go ahead, Robert.
M is for the million things she gave me. For me, only that she's growing.
Robert, you're buffering.
Save me. Am I?
Are we losing him?
Hello?
Yeah, I think we lost you a bit there, Robert. Your internet went down a bit.
All right, so M is for the million things she gave me. O means only that she's growing old. T is for her tears were shed to save me. H is for her heart of purest gold. E is for her eyes with love light shining. R means right, and right she'll always be. Put them all together, they spell mother, a word that means the world to me.
Yay, beautiful, man. Well done, Robert.
Thank you very much, Robert. Thank you so much. Hey.
Yeah, man. Robert, you have to keep that recording and send it for your mom. I had the pleasure of meeting Robert's mom right out there in Arima. 89 years old, and she's very vibrant, very, very, very articulate. Well done, Robert. Well done.
That was cool, man.
Yeah. So that's our 3 for the day. Beautiful. So we'll have 3 more tomorrow.
See if we can get the next one. We need
all right, squeeze in the next one.
Yeah, man, because remember yesterday
we had anybody yesterday.
Yeah.
So we can do 2 more.
So you can still give us a call.
Yeah. We could do 2 more.
Yeah, we can do that. You know, we like to get you up on the inside, man. We have to make up some ground in any case. So you can give us a call, 281-1315 or 299-5156. Caller, good morning.
Good morning. Morning, Sir Charles. Morning, Wendell.
Morning, CJ.
Nice Sharon. Don't make joke now, man. I'm bringing your prize for you too.
How are you all doing? My voice sounds husky today, but I wanted to recite a poem, but I'm too late now.
No, don't worry. We're making space for you all. Remember, you all are the drivers of this thing, you know.
Oh, okay.
Right, so go ahead. Run the poem.
Well, you know, my mom passed away in 2023. So the name of this poem is When Love Came for the Circle. It goes.
Go ahead.
You were my beginning, my first home, my safest place. The arms that caught me before I knew how to fall. You taught me kindness in the way you spoke, strength in the way you endured, and love in everything you did. Time moved quietly as it always does, and one day I found the roles had shifted. Your hands, once steady, reaching now for mine. I became your comfort, your voice in the night, and your strength when yours grew tired and worn. And though it broke my heart, it also filled it to give back even a piece of what you gave to me. There were moments soft and sacred, holding your hand, whispering memories, loving you in quiet spaces between breaths. And when the time came for you to rest, I held you the way you once held me, with love, with gratitude, with everything I had. Now you live in every part of me, in my voice, in my heart, in the way I love others. Because what we shared never ended. It simply changed and became eternal. That's
Wonderful, Charlie.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah,
and I know that is not just a poem. Like that is reality.
Yeah. Thanks very much, CJ.
Excellent. It looked like NETT Radio had to sponsor me some trips to go and drop off some prizes.
Yeah, boy. Like in government. You know, our government has sent me certain places. Yeah. Mr. Grant, good morning.
So, folks, if you didn't know, that was Charmaine CJ from New York. That was her, if you've never heard her before on air, okay?
Yeah. We hope to get her in the people segment one day, too. Mr. Grant.
Good morning, everybody.
Mr. Grant, you're singing far from the phone.
Mr. Grant, your mommy had to be 100 plus. I know that for sure.
Hello, Wendell.
Yes, Mr. Grant, go. We hearing you.
I ain't get no breast for stuff, right?
What?
I didn't get no breast for stuff. My mother died when I was 2 months old. So I didn't know at all.
Wow.
Oh, your mom died when you were 2 months old?
2 months. After she made me, my grandmother died. And she grieved, and she went to the dry river. That's why I love the dry river so much.
Whoa.
And I grew up with a picture when they take me to me creating the market. As a little baby, my father take me to his sister. And then mind me and growing up in King Street in a backyard. Now I say I love King Street and being able to my anyhow. Then I got
yeah, give me a thing.
Go ahead. My wife was chilling out with some sexy eyes. All right, here we go. And it's for the million things she gave me. Oh, means only that she's going on. Tears for the tears she tried to save me. It's just for the heart of purest gold. He is for the eyes with love light shining. I reach right and right, she's always been. Put them all together, this and mother. the golden me. You know, you have to sing a song, boy?
Mr. Grant, you did well. You did well. Yeah, you even have the vibrato in it. Richard don't have that. You even have the vibrato. Your voice trained. Richard don't have that.
You reminded me, no wonder, be careful, eh? You reminded me of Live at Lunch.
Live at Lunch was supposed to be the next tiny lesson.
Live at Lunch was the biggest set of mama guy I ever hear on national radio.
Hey, no boy, I'm telling you.
You good, you're something good, boy. You good, you will make the finals, boy. You good, you will die for the big yard, boy. And so they used to be going every day, you know, Richard.
Yeah.
Live at Lunch was shaping up to the Trinidad and Tobago version of Tiny Desk.
Yes,
Yeah.
You know?
They were all great.
A real Tiny Desk, that beat up and outside in some bush. That's somebody discard. That in that's in the bush.
Hey, people, I know what I'm saying. I want one more person. I want one. I'm trying to make up for yesterday. One more person. Yeah. So, and when we come in tomorrow in the 7 o'clock hour, since tomorrow is Friday, we try and get a couple more tomorrow in the 7 o'clock hour, and then in the 8 o'clock hour we'll do the draw. Right?
You know, I thinking we should just find prizes for everybody. I don't know about all you.
Yeah,
but I thinking we should find prizes for everybody.
Well, we'll try.
I'll give a bottle of more to everybody from Rambox, yeah?
A bottle of what?
Yeah, give a bottle of more to everybody now.
Yeah, that's about 5 so far.
The Rumbox owners listening, you know, all you got make it please.
Well, see that you came up with the idea that everybody gets something.
Yeah.
Them two meangy men in Rumbox, so good, they meangy. Anyway, but they were all great. Are we done? Are we off? We off, Gaella? So Charles, just in case.
Okay, no problem. So let's say thanks to our sponsors, for powering up the pop-up Mother's Day.
Relax, renew, and rejuvenate with Rodco Home Essentials. Experience quality handmade, organic bath, body, and spa products, including soaps, scrubs, butters, masks, and more. Shop in store or online at your convenience. We also offer delivery and home decorating services, and even teach you the craft. Visit our website or follow us on social media. Rodco Home Essentials, located at 6 Kiskadi Street, Tacarigua. Telephone 775-0365. Rodco Home Essentials, quality handmade products.
Movie Town, the #1 family destination for Mother's Day, and the perfect place to treat mom to a movie. There's so much to do at Movie Town in both Port of Spain and C3 this Mother's Day. Enjoy a great lineup of movies, including the latest releases, plus shopping, dining, arcade games, and endless fun for the entire family. This Mother's Day, there's no better place than Movie Town.
The Jewelry Mansion houses the widest range of exquisite gold, silver, and diamonds at unbeatable prices. From elegant earrings, pendants, chains, and rings, to stylish watches and a variety of beautiful custom-made pieces. Now also featuring silver jewelry, dipped in gold solution. Visit the Jewelry Mansion, 27 Devonish Street, Orema. See us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram at jewelry_mansion.tt or call or WhatsApp 768-3528. The Jewelry Mansion, the home of fine jewelry.
All right, and of course, the people who are powering up our Mother's Day pop-up promotion. Jewelry Mansion in Arima, the people at Rodco, and they are in Tacarigua. I like the way they get say Tacarigua. And of course, Movie Town. Yeah. So tomorrow we're gonna do that big draw, right?
Yeah. Morning, Michelle Phillip. I don't know if you're still listening, but I have mangoes. I don't know where you are now though, but I have mangoes. Every day I find I picking 1 or 2 mangoes.
Beautiful. So when I come along the bus route, call me now. I'll come and collect my tree.
I can't drive any bus route again, boy.
Well, right, better. Well, come along the main road and I'll walk out and come and collect the mangoes, right?
My peeps inside of the ministry lapsing, they like they blank me, so what I'm gonna do?
How time change, huh?
You put yourself available for the UNC. They like to take PNM people and promote them.
True, and then switch back to the PNM just when they get back in power, and they go say, "Hey, we brought Wendell back, game a big position." That is the politics, you know. You play there, you know.
That happened.
I don't know. I don't know. Don't drag me in that conversation, please. I do not know. I do not know.
Boy.
I just know that when a UNC person cross into PNM must get them big position quick.
Very quick. Very quick.
And similarly, when a PNM person cross to UNC, so the best thing to do is be a party advocate, and when you find you're getting nowhere, cross to the other parties, get something bigger.
Don't even cross, jump. Jump.
That seems to be the template for both parties.
Yes, it is.
And
look at where John Jeremy and well, I wonder if he's still listening, boy. Mr. Swaraj.
Ralph Maraj?
No, Mr.
Ralph
Swaraj.
Maraj?
And Ralph Maraj, but Ralph Maraj jump.
Well, he was back and forth.
Yeah.
He master hopscotch.
Yeah. But I can't do the jumping thing. I'm sorry. I could, as I say, I've openly supported Khadija here.
Wendell, of course you can do the jumping thing. You choose not to, but of course you can.
Well, yes, I chose not to. You're right. You're very right. I chose not to.
You're loyal, boy. You're loyal when you're in a relationship.
It's ain't even about loyalty, you know, because people know I have openly criticized the PNM, even as a elected official. I openly criticize it. That's when.
So what you're saying is that no party I want you. Because your mouth too big.
It could be that. It could very well be that. It could very well be that. They say, "Oh, nah, boy, he go be trouble."
Yeah. Before we get out of here, it's because it's already 22 minutes before 9 o'clock. 2811-315 299-5156. Dabity, good morning.
Sir Charles, morning. Wendell and Richard, good morning. So it's
good morning.
It was very nice to see Mr. Princess Town. Good morning, Mr. Princess Town. And of course, Miserable Lincoln, Nemesis. Good thing you all doing. I always supported that too, you know. So Scorpion Pepper, glad you rub it in good. Because I always say they should have their normal callers and viewers take part in it as part of the talking live.
But when we call all, they let them make up all their mind to come on here too, you know. Some people want to come on.
No, so Charles, I'm telling you from now, no, I'm not coming, right? So
you see what I mean? You see what I mean?
I won't be there. I will listen and I will watch. But Wendell, I'm surprised you didn't talk about that this morning. Your favorite thing,
what is that?
Postponement of the National Primary School track and field.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't get that as an article.
Yeah, they postponed. There was a memo from the ministry.
But why?
So we don't talk about it tomorrow. But I find it strange because every year for this period, children in primary schools train. I thought I was part of that train, and now to come and have it postponed. That was that hard. Anyway, I know the time is short. I ain't talking much, but you all have a wonderful day. I like this program, and I'm glad I've seen people who we interact with on radio live. So have a wonderful day, everybody.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Ted, send some starch mango for me now. Ted asked me what kind of mango I like. I like all kind of mango. But
Julie mango.
Huh?
Anyhow, yeah, but Julian starch good. I no problem.
Yeah. No, I eat any kind of mango. Actually. Any kind. As long as it's half right.
Yeah, they'll just bring mango so when they bring for the breakfast tea, man. Right? Or they have mangoes, bring it for the breakfast team. And when it reaches into avocado season, oh yes.
If I leave my mangoes on my tree, the birds will mess them up. The birds picking them when they're green and all, when they're half ripe. They're not letting them get ripe. So I just have to pick them when they're full and put them to ripe. Otherwise, I wouldn't get a mango. You understand? And I have to battle with this despicable bird called a kingfisher that swoops down in my pond sometimes and eats some of the guppies because the other fishes are too big. But look now, that bird is driving me crazy.
Oh.
I don't know if you all know them. The kingfisher does beanie rivers and thing.
Is that a kind of noisy kind of bird?
Very noisy.
Yeah.
And they have some long beaks. It's a disgusting bird. I wish I could get something and get rid of them.
I think one of those birds attacked me when I was in Tobago, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went walking into a particular thing in the back of the Magdalena Grand and walking, and I don't know if I must be walking into their area. The bird attacked me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that one, the one that has attacked is not the kingfisher. That is the lapwing. No, the blackbird has attacked you, but he talking about the birds that has laid their nests in like what fields and things. It's a lapwing. That's a southern lapwing. That one does attack you. Once they have young or eggs on the ground, they will attack you. Yeah.
I thank God I had my umbrella with one swing.
Well, birds don't attack me. You know, they kind of, I suppose they revere me or something.
Come up by me and walk out in them open spaces and let me see you. Let me see you. Come up by me. Come today. Pass over now. Pass over after radio. And let me send you out in them field and film you. I'm getting a swatting at the top of your head after a while.
Yeah. You are the kind of person, if you were wrong in Jesus' time, you are tell Jesus, I hear you walk on water, do it again now. Do it again. Everybody on that boat was drunk. Do it again right in front here, do it, walk. That's gonna be you.
You hear the comparison that man make, Sir Charles? He is blasphemous.
Oh my word. Kuala, good morning, team.
Front and center, Virginia. I
Virginia.
want a penny to buy mango there. How much are mango now in Trinidad, boy?
I want a penny to buy mango there,
Probably
mango
about
rose,
about $30.
I remember that.
What?
I remember that.
Yeah. Mango expensive. Everything in this country going up.
What the heck is this? $30? Man, I'm going to see why fellas go back, set up on a weed in the corner, boy. Anyway.
No, $30 for a pile, $30 not for one.
No, that's not saying for 4 or 5 in a heap.
Yeah, be a heap.
Oh, you're getting so much for 30?
For starch mango, you might get that.
And 3 of them bad, bung up, and one good. The one that good is the one at the top of the heap.
You know, the men who sell you one set of bad thing is them fellas who sell in Pomeroy on the highway.
Oh, God. Pomeroy just goes bad fast, too, eh?
Yeah, but...
All right, fellas. Didn't answer the because I think you can't totally blame the parents, you know. You see the hallowed halls of education in today's world, unless you went to private school, and even there you might get a narrative, depending on the denomination or depending on the organization that runs it. But once the hallowed halls of education, it now has become the hallowed halls of indoctrination, not education. So I say I didn't vote because if it was versed in such a way, the structure of the question was, can parents be partially held responsible? Then yeah, that would have been a probably better structured question, because you know what? One of the people in the chat said it best. You could do as much as you can with your child, and then they go out into the world. I think Richard, as a man within the legal field, remember the great TV series was also a movie called The Paper Chase with the great Huseman. Paper Chase, based on a law school, and the professor, he in the opening theme of the show, he tell them, "You come in here with your heads full of mush, and when you leave thinking like a lawyer." Well, that ain't too applicable here today, but anyway. So yeah, so I abstain, Mr. Speaker. I
no
abstain
problem
from answering the question. Yeah, in doing that, but discipline. Unfortunately, as I said, the child is a product of the home, and the home is a reflection of the society, and parents partially to blame. But I don't believe in the nonsense people saying, "Oh, jail them" and so on. As a matter of fact, in Florida, though, we're run by one of the best governors in Florida. I think Sir Charles know him well, right? Yeah, he's stepping out now. But at one time, if you break beach, as we call it, I forget what they call it in
Yeah,
the States,
that
but
we
anyway,
work with that.
Big beach.
okay, big beach and stuff. Your parents could be put in county for a weekend. They say, hey, come in, check in, and sit down in the cell there for, So some parts of Florida, it like that. And speaking of Florida, you see, we will get our first black governor in the next couple months.
Yeah. Tomorrow we are
Byron?
dealing with that, Virginia. I run out of space on time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, fellas.
All right,
Have a good day.
Thanks much.
I want a penny to buy mango ve mango teen. Give me a penny to buy mango ve mango teen. Mango dudu susu mete. Savez-vous all for me? Mango dudu susu mete. Savez-vous all for me? I want
We're well honoring live at lunch today, boy. We're well honoring live at lunch.
Whatever you're sounding great. You're sounding great.
Oh, you don't remember growing up singing that or reciting that?
I remember that on the Best Village days.
Yes,
That's good for Best Village.
Yeah,
you have the perfect voice. You have the perfect voice to sing that in Best Village.
You should be in You should be in the St. James group.
You know, that's something I always wanted to do, but was never brave enough to do it back then. I was never brave enough. I used to go in Dengue Street in St. James and watch what this lady had a dance, a thing there. Beryl McBurney had a dance. She used to teach dancing and drumming and all kind of thing up there before she actually got her place on Panker Street in St. James. And my sister and I, as children, we used to walk up the road and go upstairs and watch the dancing and singing and drumming and thing. It used to be so nice. But I've never got involved.
And then we'd bring out live at lunch. Caller, good morning.
Morning, gentlemen. Before I begin, I want to congratulate you all on the entertainment and the program this morning. Very entertaining. Like the initiative that's been conducted. Right? Actually, first time I see put a face to the Indian Princess tongue. Usually make very good contributions.
Yeah. Well, we hope that when we call and you two will come on the platform,
Yeah, I was not going to ask him to send his number to us, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next 3 years when I retire, probably before that.
Man.
I'm gonna have a drink when they'll please. Yeah.
Yeah. Mind your business. Yes. Mind your business when you retire. You're damn right.
Come down by Rumbox Friday and introduce yourself now, if you could.
I will.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to make a contribution to parents. Nice. Becoming a parent means that there's so many things that you can do. One of the things that you cannot do is control the mind and behavior of your child, because in the absence of your eyes, they are susceptible to us as human beings. We create and make mistakes. That is inbred in us. We make fallible decisions, right? But however, the parents can be held accountable for engagement and partnership if it is that students have gone veered off what is the objective, and the teachers or the school engaging with parents to bring that, identify what is the issue, what's going through with the child, either psychologically, whatever the case may be, and resolve that issue. I think we as a society, our default position all the time seems to have some kind of punishment without identifying what is the core issue. And it's reflective with the same issue that you were talking about in terms of the police engagement. So I am hoping that the greater discussion is being held in terms of what are the core issues that contributed to these children's behavior. Because if it is that we're just looking at punishment, we'll keep going on like Groundhog Day, and repeating the same thing for the next 20 years.
Over and over.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, also, this is a final point. I'm hoping that the police up the ante a little more in terms of being a little more transparent. So, like all those cases that would have engaged in the public, that they come out and explain to us. Let us be a little transparent. Let us know that you all are working. Don't just tell me that 4 persons were shot. That means that 4 persons had gun. And if it is that 1 person had a gun, why the other 3 were shot, right? So gentlemen, let logic be the sense and guide us accordingly. Right? Thanks very much.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Paula.
I think there are certain circumstances where parents could be held accountable. Like, for example, if your child comes home and say, "Mommy, I got a gun down the road for $100," and she say, "Yeah, good boy. I say I gonna rob some people tonight," and you say, "Yeah, good boy," then you deserve to serve some time too.
Well, yes.
Because you have done nothing to prevent that when you had knowledge of. So those kind of situations. But I think what people also need to remember, the flip side of it, is that parents are not experts at parenting. Parents are on a learning curve too. When they have the first child, a parent is on a learning curve about how to raise a child. They may have the experience of what their parents did, but they're still on a learning curve. The second child, okay, the learning curve is a little better. The third child, the fourth child, by the time you reach the fifth or sixth, and then children have disparate personalities. So you have to adapt and change. So it's a whole learning thing too for parents.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people just think parents are experts. They're not.
Yes, all right. Hey, 1 minute, guys. Caller, good morning.
Gentlemen, gentle people, good morning.
Morning,
A very nice program this morning. And first of all, I'm happy to put faces to the voices I've been hearing so long. And it's amazing. It happens every time. When you listen to people on the radio and then you finally see their face, it's somebody different than what you thought they look like. Just like what I did with Richard and I did with Wendell and the other station. Right? I was picturing somebody different than when I finally saw you guys.
People used to think I was a fat old man. I don't know why. People met me and tell me, "I thought you were a fat old man." I said, "Huh?"
I thought so too.
I said, "That's Richard you're talking about, not me."
What's that? What are you talking about then? I understand.
And I want to say this. I voted yes, and for particular reason. Richard, you're a bit right in some times, but let's use an analogy here. An underage child, an adult is considered 18. But if anybody interfere with them, let's say an adult person interfere with them and have sexual intercourse with them or something, they're stepping and say it's wrong and stuff like that. They want to do something about it. It should go for everything. It says in the Holy Book, teach your child the way they ought to go, so when they get older, they will not go astray. So my grandparents, and I'm going from my experience and the neighbors I grew up with, they were very strong with the way they guided us. So even with all the personalities a child has, our grandparents stepped in and told us, "Hey, this is not the way to go. That's not right." So they do that. And I wasn't there, but I kind of commend the guy. I didn't see the video. I kind of commend the guy who stepped out and got in and he got beat up, but he didn't fight back. But I know for me, because I guess it's because of my training in all my career, you always call for help first outside. Call the police. Whether they show up or not, you call. Let it go on the record that you call. And then you intervene. Right? But I still believe, and I have sons. I have 3 grandkids now. And one time I got called into school. I just came home in the morning. And I got called into school and they said, "Come in, your son has been in a fight." And I was like panicking because I thought one of them had gotten a problem with somebody and the big one stepped in, or the other one jumped in to join his brother. But when I got to the school, the fight was between 2 of them. Oh. 2 of them fighting each other. Right? Wow. So I just told the principal, "Look, just do whatever you want with them." I was just so annoyed. Yeah. You just do whatever you want. But I still commend the guy, and I still feel the parents are responsible because everything starts at home. The Creator told us, correct your child in which way they ought to go. You don't depend on a teacher, and you start from home, and your neighbors can help in, and what the village helps. That's very good. You guys have a good one. A very, very nice program. And Lincoln and Mr. Princeton, is very nice seeing you guys. Finally. All right, y'all have a good one.
Oh boy. So Charles, how you paying me this week, boy? Look at the time. It's every day we went this time. Oh, I getting paid.
Yeah, this week, already overdo it this week.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I tell you, I had to do my invoice on it.
Yeah. No, I'm going to hustle a bit to get myself organized in the next program.
Anyway, guys, have an absolutely wonderful day. Remember to let go and let God. Beautiful program today.
Yeah, but anyhow, I wonder if I should raise anything else I can. If I jump in to try and help somebody, child, and they want to fight me, trust me, I fighting everybody,
You see, you think he could have fight back there?
I don't know, boy, but I ain't letting them kick me up to kill me.
No, what happened to him is that he was pulled to the ground. He said he tripped, but I didn't see a trip. I saw him being pulled to the ground. And once you're on the ground, that is fair game for people sometimes.
Yeah.
In any kind of fight situation, once you're on the ground, that's it,
Yeah, that girl's strong, She
but clearly, if she's strong,
yeah, she's real strong. Anyhow,
I thought he must have been so shocked.
Yeah.
When he was grabbed and pulled, because shock could make you just almost give up to her. Because you had to have a good presence of mind not to hit back there in a situation like that. Yes?
Yeah, I had a real restraint. I don't know if I had that kind of restraint, but I know if I see something, I will step in to try and assess, because having the experience of these children and them at El Dorado, Brown at that time almost killed my daughter. I ain't.
Yeah. Thank God I didn't have that to deal with my children. And I certainly didn't give my brothers and sisters that kind of headache when I went to school. I never got in a fight. Never. And as I say, I could count the amount of time I get licks on one hand. And it's always because of everybody getting licks. Nothing because of what I do. I was already so small in school that nobody ain't coming around. I used to be protected sometimes. I was bullied by one particular boy. I'll never forget him. I'll tell all of this. One particular boy used to bully me, but I always lived close to where I went to school. So I was like, and St. Agnes Anglican, walk down the main road at home, because I live on the main road. St. James Sec, walk down the road at home. Literally 10 minutes away, I used to walk to school.
Mm-hmm.
So I was lucky. I didn't have to travel or be in town or walk for distances. My schooling was perfect.
Anyhow, let's go, guys.
Richard, do you have any little plaything coming up soon? Mr. Scotland wanted to know if you have play this weekend.
No, you have no play. You have no play for the next couple of weeks. That's how we're going to leave it for today on the breakfast show. Remember, you can listen to us on NETT Radio, TT.com. Come across, and of course, on all your smart devices and listening platforms. We are at NETT Radio Trinidad, right? Simple as
I'm seeing something on the screen that I've never seen before. Guess what? 3 hours of radio. Let me take a picture of this. Hold on, just now. I had to take a picture of this. 3 hours of radio. My God, I've never seen that on the screen before.
Yeah, I don't think we have actually hit the 3 hour mark, but today we did.
No, we've never hit the 3 hour mark. I know that for sure.
All right, people. So enjoy your day, and we'll catch you again tomorrow.
This has been
The Breakfast Show.
Get up. It's the time to start the day. The Breakfast Show is here. We bring in the soca way. Yeah. Wake up, it's a brand new dawn. The Breakfast Show got the vibes